How's it going, everybody out there in YouTube, Reptile World? Got ourselves another RWO show tonight, episode 41. So let me bring out some people real quick, and then we'll hit everybody up in chat. So we got this guy over here. You guys might know him. I call him the Godfather of the show, the one that started it all and got me rocking. So without further ado, let's bring him on out. What's up, Ken?
What up? What up? What's going on, Stan?
What's up, my brother? How you doing, man?
We doing good. We doing good. You know.
All right. So we're going to talk a little USARK tonight. So
USARK.
I brought somebody that's been in the game that has, probably more species than most people I know. So
right.
You guys don't know him. Let me bring him on out. The one and only Chris.
What up, fellas?
What's going on, Chris?
What's up, chat?
Doing, bro? How's everything,
going?
man?
Going
Loving
good.
the hoodie,
Going good,
brother.
man.
Loving the hoodie.
Red line. Ship
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir.
We all red over here.
You know, I was looking through shirts and I'm like, man, I have 4 or 5 USARK shirts, but you know what I don't have? A USARK hoodie. Why? What, they don't sell them, right? I don't think there's any on the site. I think it's just the shirts.
Yeah, not to my knowledge. They do have the hats. They have shirts.
We got to talk to somebody.
They are getting some other stuff, like slowly. I know that. Like they didn't have the hats for a while. The cryptic hats that they do are nice because it's that hunting company. Some nice hats.
Yeah, they need hoodies.
USARK, I'm rocking my colors tonight, baby.
Sir, well, down there you guys don't need hoodies, so up here.
Hey now. Well, fool yourself. Go over on beachside during the winter now. I guarantee you. Well, maybe not for you because you're from up north. But
I was just saying, what's it, 50 degrees?
You get a year or two in your blood down here. I guarantee you when you go to beachside, you're like, I need that hoodie.
My blood gets thin.
50 degrees up here. We're still in T-shirts and flip-flops.
I mean, it was only like, 93 today down here.
Oh, get out of here.
First get in the car, if you don't know what hell's like, you leave your windows up.
That's
you immediately
right
climb
quick.
in the car down here. That's pretty much what hell feels like. Let's see what we got up in the chat over here. We got Jay. First bitches. What's up, Jay? Thanks for coming out, bro. We got the old double dipper over here.
I was not first. I was not first, bitches.
Woo, yeah, please hit that like button, subscribe.
Tell
everybody subscribe and hit the notification bell too while you're at it. Shauna, thanks for coming by. Appreciate it.
What's up, Jay?
Shout out. I won't do myself. I was double dipping.
Greenland Jay.
He's running 2 phones because he's watching the live, but he's also watching
a gecko walks in.
Yeah, it's one that usually have it. The same one that I tell you about, Ken. They usually run it. I think it's like once every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. It's not every week, but dude, they have some knockout geckos over there.
Nice stuff. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and their prices are pretty fair unless you're getting something that's got a lot of lineage to it. Then obviously you're going to pay lineage price.
Oh yeah, well, Crested, it's all about the lineage. I mean, if you could prove that that's from this certain line, then you got something. I mean,
yeah. Well, sometimes too, how they list the Cresties are kind of weird. So you have to ask them because it'll be like. They'll list it as like the how do I want to say it? They'll list it as one name, but that name is the genes. You know what I mean? So if you don't know that name of
like
that
it's called
lineage,
Bigfoot,
right? If you don't know the lineage of Bigfoot, you're just going to be like, well, what is Bigfoot? So you gotta you obviously have to reach out, and they'll usually say it's a pinstripe to a hypo or whatever the case may be.
Bigfoot's a living creature in the woods.
What's good, Aaron?
What's up, Aaron?
What's up, Aaron?
Long time no talk, brother. See you in the Tony chat. We got the Tony chat going. As always, we got the brother Kike up in here.
Hey.
The old ambassador.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere.
Shit, Jay's got 2 devices. Kike got like 6, 7, 8 over there, man.
Steals his kids.
A couple minions working for
Yeah,
him.
I'm convinced that he has minions. I mean, totally convinced.
Hopefully he won't be grounded this year. Now, Kike, if you're listening, bro, no drinking the week before Daytona. So when you come to Daytona this year, you can drink with the fellas.
Oh, hey, so let's talk about that. Is that why he couldn't drink? He was grounded?
Brave.
Oh, brave.
Yeah, that's what he said in the chat. He said he was grounded because he had went a little too hard the week before.
Oh, okay. All right.
See, when you're a married man, you gotta make
but
preparations.
We know now if somebody breaks out the Jack Daniels bottle in front of him, he's probably not going to resist. I'm just saying.
Well, I was a chauffeur last year, and he didn't drink. I wasn't sure why. I had a few, but he said he's going to drink this year. So I don't know if we're roadieing it up again, but we got to find out where the party's going to be at. Who's got the place down there?
Well, they're still looking, from my understanding.
We're supposed to all get one.
Doesn't Keys got one, or that's who's looking?
What's up, Eddie?
Keys?
Yeah, I thought Keys was getting Airbnb.
We were supposed to with Aaron and me
Pressure
and my son and Justin from Pressure Pythons. I believe
Pat.
Okay.
So we were all,
North Cold Blood,
trying to figure it out. I know Aaron. Aaron's got some crazy hours. He works a lot. Sometimes he's, I don't want to say close to home, but a little close to home. Most of the time he's out of town, out of state, traveling for his job. So
nice. Well, somebody better get 2.5 months away.
Yeah, it's coming.
Jump on that.
I don't care if I got a tent out in the yard. It's Florida. Hey, Michaela, what's up?
Well, Saturday night, the patio of the Hilton will be pumping.
I could just pass out in a corner and sleep all night. I'm good.
Well, what's that after? That's after the auction, correct?
Yeah, Saturday. That's a party out there, and then Friday. Nice to have a place Friday night though, because that's where we hung out. Aaron's last time was Friday night.
Yeah.
That was nice.
I wasn't there. Was there Friday?
I think you came in Saturday.
Yeah. No, I was there Friday.
Did you go? Oh no, that's right. Yeah, that's the night we met.
I picked up Fred from the airport.
Oh shit!
And then we brought him back, and then we hung out for a while.
Yep, that was the night we met. Yeah.
Aaron just said we're putting a deposit down next week. So
sweet. Cool. That was a good night last week, man.
What up, Fries?
What's going on here?
Fries. Australia.
I don't know why my phone.
Chris from Australia.
Yeah, I'm going through the chat over here.
Haven't seen him in a minute.
Fries, he's in a lot of the chats, man. Chris is all over the place.
Yeah, I see him in the chats. I haven't seen him on anybody's in a while.
No, well, I don't even know what time it would be there right now. I think there's something like 12 hours.
I can't remember.
Ahead of us?
I get it all fucked up.
Yeah, that far away. I can remember United States, but yeah, they're in front of us.
Behaving so far.
What's good, Eddie?
Yo,
Thanks
Eddie.
for coming out, brother. Appreciate it. So, Chris, one of the questions I want to ask you is to do with USARK, because you've been doing this longer than I have. What do you think would be a good way to attract a lot more people to become members? People coming in the doors of shows. And the reason I say that is I know it's hard for like USARK to do it. Now down here in Florida, you get a lot more of the USARK Florida set up a little booth table for donations. You can buy the shirt. I think they don't have any regular USARK shirts, just USARK Florida shirts.
Right.
So what would you think would be a way to get people to become more members? Because I don't know. I've been trying to find the total number of how many members we actually have in USARK.
It's hard to find, isn't it?
Dude, I can't find it, bro.
Yep. You gotta. Yeah, it's hard to find. you gotta talk to somebody, in deep to get some true answers on that. I definitely think as far as memberships go, I think when it comes down to promoters, I'm starting to get mixed feelings about promoters. There's some promoters that are in it for the hobby and the business, like Potter and Ash. They're good dudes and they're solid. And I feel like, what's up, Jesus? You found the link.
Jesus.
What up? Sorry, I'm
You found it.
You found the link.
Hey, I thought it was 8:30, not 8:00.
And this is like episode, what, 41, and he still ain't got it down yet? I mean, come on.
Hey, I got kids and I was doing gun deals. So
all right. Hey, the kids is enough right there. I got kids. Everything's out the window with time when you got young kids. So I totally get it.
I put mine to bed early.
Man, he's even sweating. You all right, Jesus? You all right, buddy?
They got him sweating over there. They got my blood pressure up.
I feel like promoters as a whole could do more, but I don't think at the end of the day, I don't really think the promoters care. Especially some of the local ones, I feel like. But when you get to some of the bigger ones, like maybe like the Show Me and some of the, I don't know about Repticon, but some of the bigger named ones that you see, I think they care more. But I think if they could maybe I think raffles, door prizes, something like that would be a very awesome thing. Like if USARK took donations and got sponsorships from breeders and put together, I don't know, I guess take monetary donations from breeders like you and I, ask for help, put it into this raffle thing, and as people come into the show, say, hey, here's your raffle, become a USARK member and enter to win, blah, 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 blah. And put some pretty cool prizes in there from the sponsorship money that me, you, and everybody else gives to USARK for this occasion or for this show. I think that would be a good way to get more memberships, because at the end of the day, money is always good and money helps pay lawyers, but numbers. We need numbers. We need members.
We're stronger together, for sure.
So I think as breeders, hobbyists, sellers, people that sell a snake for a monetary value, I think we should all set like a code of some sort. And it's something that I've been thinking about for a while, that like, say somebody at the show buys a snake for $200 or your threshold's 150. Eat it. Give them a membership.
Right.
Give them what's the cheapest? Is it 20 or 40?
40.
40.
Well,
you can get a cheaper one without a shirt. You can get a cheaper one, but you don't get a shirt.
Well, so there you go. So you just get them the cheaper one, and boom, that's a number. And maybe, and I definitely think it would be nice if USARK it had paperwork stuff. I'm sure they probably do. If we could contact them and we could get pamphlets.
So I've asked, bro, and I have yet to even ever get a response. I've sent emails about, do you have any kind of, because there's a lot of local shows that I go to.
There's one every other day in Florida.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I probably do. And I'm just saying it. I probably do more shows here local than probably all you guys go to shows throughout the whole year.
Yeah.
Because there is one, if not every weekend, every other weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I was asking for do you have any kind of flyers so you can hand it to people when you're walking around and they can read it? Oh, well, this is, man, I do have, 5 animals. It's going to benefit me to become a member. You know what I mean? Because I'm not saying if you have one to become a member, because most people are like, I got one, it's just a pet. I'm not into it like that. But if you got 5 or 10, it's no longer, they're still your pets, obviously, but you're more into it as a hobby now. So, even if you're doing it as a hobby, you want to protect your hobby, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, you don't want them to come along and take your golf clubs away for golf, because that destroys your hobby, right?
Yep.
So, and I'm not saying, golf, obviously PGA and all that, they do fundraisers, different stuff too throughout the year to fundraise money as well. But I just feel the same thing, like you're saying, flyers, pamphlets, something to hand to people when you're at shows. to give them a little more awareness of what USARK actually stands for.
Mhm.
Or if
I talk
USARK,
to people in pet stores and explain to them what USARK is, and they don't even know what it is.
No,
And
they
then when
know
you say
fucking clue.
morph market, they're like,
None.
morph what? And you
Yeah.
explain that, and then they're really like, okay. And then as soon as I say morph market, the half of them are in a pet store, dude, they pull out their phone and they're
Yep.
Mhm.
looking for it already.
Yeah.
or what could be what we could do is if like the small circle of people that we are here, the RWO, Wiz's channel. If you're vending, it's not that hard to print out flyers and be like do a little snippet of USARK and hand it to people that are stop by the table. They see the flyer, they take it
Well,
home.
even on the lowest tier, you can always sell the person the animal and help them right there at your table.
The
Yeah,
lowest tier is 20 bucks.
Take that money off
Yeah.
of the snake or the
There you
animal they're
go.
buying and
20
help them right
bucks.
there at your table to become a member.
yeah.
$20. And
You
you know
can't
what?
see. I
If
just
you if
looked it up.
you're a business, write that shit off. $20. What is
Right.
that? Take it off your snake costs. I know shit doesn't cost the same to produce a snake anymore, but
Right.
I think we can do a little bit better, and definitely, I mean, that could be an option.
Like since I since
I
I since I posted on Google that I sell snakes and rodents, I get numerous calls throughout the day, like today. Oh, do you have box turtles? Or hey, do you have jumping spiders? Or hey, do you have something something this? Half the time when I'm telling people, I'm like, go online to this one website, Morph Market. It
right.
is a rabbit hole of goodies that you can go and find what you want from dealers nationwide and abroad. I was like, oh, what's Morph Market? I'm like, just Google it. You'll
Just
be
look at it.
happy.
Just
You'll
look. You'll
be
be
happy
happy.
you did because I sure did.
I think one of the issues is I don't think USARK has like a marketing strategy.
Mm-mm.
So it's kind of like up to us to kind of
Well,
market this for them.
they do have a marketing strategy, and it's their merch. I mean,
Yeah, but
it's
is
hard.
it?
I can't say it's hard, but when they're taking
There's not much of it.
when they're taking what money they get, and a lot of that is fighting and paying lawyer fees. I mean,
Right.
that's hard for them to market something with no money there to market with.
I get it. Yeah.
I
So
mean, yeah, you can social media market because
it's free.
well, to an extent, some of it's free, yeah,
Well,
but
yeah.
Facebook is free, Instagram is free, but if you want to do lives or something, you're going to have to pay
Right.
some
Right.
sort of streaming company so you can stream. I mean, it's cheap, and again, that could be a write-off for them, but I don't know how that works because they're a nonprofit and organization, so I don't know how that works for like write-offs and so forth. I know me and Kent were talking earlier, and he showed me some paperwork, because they put their money out there, what they make a year and whatnot, and I'll be honest, man, for all the work that Phil puts in and being on the road and away from his family, and hear the number that Kent gave me, bro, that dude he doesn't make enough for as long as he's away from his family throughout the year. I mean, he's constantly on the road. Sometimes a couple weeks at a time before he's back home. And it's not like he's going one state. He might be in Florida, and then he might be out to California, and then he might be back in Virginia. So I mean, the dude travels a lot, and he should be making more money than what he makes. But again, they have to divide that money up between all the people that are involved with USARK. He doesn't get it all, obviously, but
Right.
he puts in a lot of legwork.
So you're saying there isn't really a budget for marketing within the company?
I'm not saying there isn't, but if you look at their numbers of how much they're getting in and what
Theoretically speaking,
they're putting out, their margin
Their margin is not that great, but it is
extra
there.
marketing is probably like
Yeah.
base bottom line, right?
right?
Because they are putting
I mean,
what
I
they
don't
make
mind. You know
towards
me.
the
Every show
battle.
we have, I always shout out USARK because
Right.
they're fighting for me to keep my animal. It'd be no different than someone fighting for dog rights or someone fighting for bird rights or fish rights. You know what I mean? It's just It's the same thing, you know.
I think
I mean, I can't afford attorneys to fight for my rights to have an animal. So if I can be a member and donate to them, and they help me, you know, keep our animals that we have, then hey, it's to me it's well worth it. I spend more than $40 a week in bullshit.
right.
So what's $40 for the year? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
People probably spend $40 a week stopping at McDonald's or Dunkin' Donuts for coffee.
Yeah, or fucking
throughout the
Wawa,
week,
or
you know. And
Right.
I forget, if you stop at Starbucks, 3 days you done spent $40 in some coffee, you know.
If you're getting more than coffee, yeah. If you're
No,
getting
fuck
coffee and a
Starbucks.
muffin, and
You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying everybody's made of money, but it's just, again, we just need to market
it's
it a little better.
$40. I mean, it's $20. You know, and you don't even get you don't get the T-shirt, but it's $20 if you just support. And I really think if they would put together just like an information packet and have information packets sent out to people like Chris or you know, people who vend, like they have been vending for 20 years, and they're members that's been there for, you know, 10 years. Like, send them out these brochures to hand out at their shows. I mean, anything to get them more exposure is going to help, I feel. I mean, just like us doing something.
You can really,
you know?
I mean, if you really want someone to take one of those flyers, you just get your sticker. Don't get it die cut, so you have the extra piece around your sticker, and you can actually staple the sticker to the flyer, because you know everybody wants to come up and get the sticker.
Right.
Hey, let me get your sticker while I'm right here at the table. Well, now you got the sticker and the flyer together.
So why don't they do some kind of vinyl folder and sell spaces on front of that vinyl folder to fund the whole project of the pamphlets?
They were definitely set up at Daytona last year. I believe Chris actually did some volunteer work for the auction last year, because my man was running around like he was.
Dude,
That's how I caught his picture. My man was running, trying to get everybody.
Saturday was a fucking blur, man. I missed all of Saturday. Like, it was a great thing, and I felt good donating my time. But like, I saw the tables that I had to go, you know, ask for donations, and like, some people were snooty, man. Like, they saw me walking up, and they were like, "No, we don't have any money." And I'm like, "Well, maybe you should stop selling bearded dragons." I don't know what to tell you, but they were like real rude.
Wow.
And some people were, you know, very, very giving, and some just were like, some were very off-putting. I'm not going to mention any big names, but I would hope that they donate in some other form or at some other time of the year. But they were kind of short-staffed, and they were just like, we don't have time for that right now. And I was like, huh. That big in the industry, and you didn't get the time, but
I bet you if they needed a handout, they'd be all over that. Oh, we got time. We got time.
What up, Blakers?
What up, Blakers family?
I noticed on USARK they put a like a schedule of where they're going to be throughout the year, and they're at every place, and the only place that isn't listed on there is Daytona.
Huh.
This year.
So that they won't be down there.
I'm not 100%. If you go on and look at their list of their scheduled dates of where they're going to be, Daytona is not on there for this year.
Is that just USARK, or is that USARK Florida?
USARK.
So Florida should be there, though.
Yeah, but I know USARK was definitely there last year because they had a table, and I renewed my membership when I was there because it's just easier.
Huh.
You're there, you fill out the paper, you get your shirt, you pay them, and you're on your way.
Right. Interesting.
So I mean,
and for $40 a year, that's not bad.
I didn't know if it was like that last year too, but I did notice it's not on their schedule list for this year. So I'd have to. Well, I know Ken speaks with Brassman. I believe his first name is Jeremy. I could be wrong on it.
Yeah, Jeremy Brassman.
And he does like a lot of work now for USARK.
Yep.
So maybe I can have Kent reach out to him and see if they're going to be there this year. I would assume which I don't like to do, but I would assume they'll be there.
Right. That, or even reach out and try to have him on and discuss some of these similar things with him. That, hey, us, not little guys, but medium,
Yeah.
whatever breeders, we want this literature. We want these visual aids at our tables.
Right.
Like, get him on and explain to him the passion that we want and things we want to do like this, and maybe some of the ideas of raffles and stuff like that. And
I know Kent talked to him last night, so I like I said to you backstage, Kent has some work come up, so he still might make it on. He said he was going to try to get the work done, but he reached out to to Jeremy. So I mean, Jeremy may pop in. He sent him the link, so he may pop in. Who knows?
Cool.
But
That'd
if
be
he
pretty
does,
cool.
that'd be our opportunity to ask him for sure.
That's
Chris,
the worm,
Thanks for including me in the medium group, because I look at myself as a beginner still. So thank you for including me in that medium.
any stage of it, man. It doesn't matter. We all
Right.
learn. We all still learn.
I'll take it.
I mean, you got to start somewhere, right? And
Right.
like,
Yep.
help the people that don't know what to do. Like, that's sometimes when I go to places, I have to bite my tongue and listen in the pet stores, man. I'm just like, let me go in, get what I need real quick, and get back out. Because I'm not saying all of them. There's the one Petco by me. I pick up crickets there. There's a couple of the kids that know their reptiles and the fish, and there's a couple in there that just I'm telling you, they'll say whatever they need to say, almost like for the sale.
Right.
And I get it. It's their job, and they're supposed to, I don't want to say make it like they know what they're doing, but make it look like they know what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Like a
Right.
And
salesman.
I'm not mad at them. They just should do some more education. I guess if I'm in that field and I want to work in a pet store or a pet shop, I want to learn about what animals are there. I don't want to just be like, oh, I'm just going to stand over here and run the register today. You know what I mean? So
a lot of these corporate animal stores like that, though, they do donate to USARK every year.
They do.
I mean,
But
they
just don't advertise it,
right?
But they do.
I said something on one of my shorts about, I'm surprised that they had that albino, an albino iguana. It was that video, and someone, I don't talk names, got a hold of me on the side and said, hey, it's not a big deal, but you didn't even really down talk them, but just remember that they do donate, every year to USARK. And I didn't know that. But I guess he knows a couple people on the inside of Petco, that specific one, that actually do donate. And it's like, 50, 60 grand a year. It's a substantial amount. And that's just was surprising to me that, but that's all tacked right off for him. But he's right on time, people.
That's good, brother Jay.
You couldn't find the link either, could you?
No, this fucker's always late.
No, he couldn't find
late.
him or Vance because it didn't scroll up in the chat.
If I ain't late, I ain't on time. That's all.
They was just all impersonating Jesus tonight. That's all. They was doing their Jesus impersonation.
At least I'm like maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I'm not an hour late.
Well, just so you guys know, even the group chat, I made sure that I sent it to Jesus's personal chat so he wouldn't forget.
So that's what happened. He ended up only getting it.
Oh, no.
Right?
No, it's in the group chat.
It's in the group chat twice.
Is it?
Twice. Ooh.
You do have to scroll up a little bit, though.
Yeah, there was a bunch. I was like,
well, that's because me and Kent were talking about tonight's show and people and who, what, and whatnot.
Right.
So we kind of were blasting it off last night until, I don't know, 11:30, 12 o'clock, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I had to turn my noise off. I did the volume.
the one time I missed the chat, it blows up.
Oh,
I didn't
It's all
even see
good,
it
buddy.
yesterday. You guys went wild. Shit.
Yeah.
what up, Brando?
Brandon.
Thanks for coming out, brother.
What up, B?
Did you read any of that, Vance? Like the whole conversations that was going on?
I kind of got a little bit of it, not the whole thing.
we're considering, it's still in consideration, because we want to do something for USARK to, a fundraiser somehow, some way. And we're considering doing like a 24-hour auctionathon. And it's like, we're going to accept donations, of course. But if somebody wants to donate, a snake to auction off, we'll just do it right then and there.
Okay, so you just got a 24-hour.
Now, I'm not expecting everyone to do 24 hours. Me personally, will do the 24 hours. Now, I'm only allowed to stream 12 hours, like at a time. So, like, we'll figure it out, get with everyone, and do a schedule that works for people. But I think it can be done. And, I mean, it's just up to you guys to want to do what I need behind me, because I'll do the 24 hours. I don't expect everyone to do it.
Nice.
What up, Keys?
Yo, what up, Keys?
Yep.
What's up, T?
But I just think that's something a little different than an auction, just an auction. Like, of course, I'm going to do something silly, like at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to jump off the pier into the dam or something like that, just to be a dumbass. You know
No
what I
more
mean?
shuffle truffles.
Well, I mean, I'm not. I'll be topless, so you're going to see. I mean, I'll do a truffle shuffle as I jump. So you'll see it going down.
Wait, didn't you jump into the snow last time?
Yeah, I jumped into the snow.
We got no video proof of that. You know that.
Yeah,
right?
it cut out. So I mean, there's no snow.
It's gonna have to redo again in the winter.
So what I was thinking too is if we do a fundraiser, whatever is raised,
Yes, listen to this. Yes, absolutely.
we'll split it. So half will go to USARK and half will go to USARK Florida.
I like it.
Or, we're just throwing some suggestions out there. Or we could put up both of their GoFundMe page, or not GoFundMe, their QR code, and you can just go right to the QR code and pay through it that way too as well.
Right? I mean, there's no sense. I'd rather do it that way, because there's no sense of you sending me the money for me to send them the money.
Right. No,
Yeah.
well, no, I think the way, so I know when Jay's Reptile Life did it, whenever someone donated, it was like already to their link to their Cash App or PayPal or whatever it is that they have, their QR code when he did it. And I could touch base with him a little bit too. He's just, I tried to get him to come on tonight because he did some fundraisers for USARK, and he's in with USARK, but he's got some, he's got a lot of stuff going on too. And I short notice, I didn't expect him to just say, yeah. Right. But he was kind of the first guy I kind of thought of with the fundraisers, because he's done 24-hour auction and I think a 36-hour fundraiser as well. And one of them, he was out in his tortoise enclosure the whole night. Got rained on and everything. And
That's crazy.
Stuck.
I want to know how many
Yeah,
down
yeah.
hours did he have? How many down hours did he have? Nobody was just fucking sitting there. Like.
Well, I'll do it through the night. You know what I mean? I'll do the down hours. I mean, hopefully we get some in there. You know what I mean?
I'll be honest with you. I don't think he had any down hours. I'm pretty sure the 24-hour he stayed up the whole time.
Damn,
Probably busy as heck.
that's pretty wicked.
I mean, he had his he was right here laying down with the phone like this. I mean, you could tell. I mean, dude was tired, but he stuck it out and did it.
Nice.
Keys joined him.
And Jay's got some stuff. Yeah. Oh, nice. I didn't see that. Let me click on that. There you go.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yes, Keys knows what I'm talking about.
So I don't know. Let's put together something and do a fundraiser for USARK and USARK Florida. I mean,
That sounds good.
As soon as Stan said that, I was like, brilliant. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's pretty dope. 50-50, like you said. Half to USARK and then the other half to USARK Florida.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like USARK, it hits a lot more states and puts a lot more word out for our industry and hobby and community.
Right.
But let's be honest, man. If it wasn't for USARK Florida, I just feel like a lot of species that people have, they wouldn't have.
Mhm.
You know, because other states are looking at what happens here in Florida and then going, well, they're going to do it. We're going to do the same thing, you know?
I
Right.
said it,
It's
but
kind of, you know, it's like a monopoly effect. One does it, the next one does it, the next one does it, and then before you know it, everybody's on it.
They about got the rhinos here. The rhinos.
Well, I think that's
are
pretty
here,
dope
you
with
know, and
US.
Thank God
US,
they didn't. Now I got them. You know.
Yeah, the USARK Florida though, that's pretty cool. I mean, for them to sit there and do that for a state that really needs it, I wish the NRA would step up and help out California. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I
And
said
they
it
sh-
before.
and they should because
They
you know
should.
again it's how many
They
people.
don't.
I mean, they got way more members than any USARK has got, bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
by
like
far.
NRA doesn't do that for California. Like they kind of gave up hope. So that's
Right.
why I got a lot of respect.
Well, I
for
hate to
USARK
say it,
Florida,
if you
though.
didn't have such a shitty ass governor out there, you'd be all right.
I think every state.
Yeah,
I think
he is
every state
retarded.
should have its USARK, like USARK Pennsylvania, USARK New York, USARK Louisiana, USARK Mississippi.
There's a lot more
I think it
people
should
and
be
a lot
every
more
state.
overhead. That's
I
what
mean,
they
yeah,
told me
but
that.
there might be like more overhead, but if there's a representative in every state, like I mean, it don't got to be like a big, you know, company. You know, you need
No.
like maybe 2 or 3 people in a state to promote them, and like I said, have some kind of flyer, have some kind of, you know, education about cases they won, cases they're fighting, you know, and put it in proof and show people. I mean, these things are becoming more popular. Like people like reptiles, and
Right.
I'd say there's at least I'd say 25% to be modest of the community that don't know about USR.
This is where my thought is kind of process on that, Ken, is like if they did do that and say you got all 52 states.
Yeah, 50. There's 50 states.
50 states, whatever, you got all 50 states. So, like, I think eventually the states and the mayors or the governors or whatever would end up allowing USARK instead of FWC take control of a lot of situations. And it might give them more power than FWC does.
Hey, isn't it 51?
With homeowner animals, more or less, not say like hunting.
I thought it was 51 for years.
You know, it would come to an extent, a fine line for both of them, obviously. But it would obviously like they're kind of like, you know what, these guys really want to take it. Let the power off our back and let the monkey off our back and let them, you know, if they want to regulate it and try it. It might lead to something like that, but I don't know. That's
I get that, but
the process and thought of it. If it's all 50 states, you got a group of people in all 50 states and USARK. I mean, come on, and they were all fighting FWC and they might just get let go. They might just let go and leave it up to us. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a thought process, but I mean, they do got more power. FWC can't come in your house without a warrant. They are technically police officers, so it's a whole different stupid shit here, you know.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's trust me. I go hunting and shit. I deal with them assholes. Go fishing, deal with them assholes. I deal with them.
Fucking everywhere.
Yep, they're everywhere. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is.
State for state would be interesting, but that would be just the hella overhead for USARK. I mean,
It'd be a lot.
they can barely fund what they have now, let alone if they had to pay, say, if they had to pay 3 people in each state, that's 150 people just like that.
Yep.
You know,
I mean, I would do it on voluntary basis. I'd volunteer my time and drive around and work these shows with pamphlets just to get it out. I mean, if you can get some motivated people to just volunteer in each state until it actually starts clicking to become a company. I mean, cause every company in the beginning needs a pusher. It's gonna you're gonna have no overhead for a good 3 to 5 years. And if you have these volunteers going out there at first to build the company, I think it could work. It just strategically has to be done.
Oh yeah, a lot of things in motion.
One person would have to get paid for sure. You have one council leader, whatever, that have to get paid, and you got to think you got to get an attorney for every state. You can't have one attorney just work multiple. You know, so that's a lot of money at the end of the day when you think about it. You would have to have a lot of donations, a lot of people out there working, doing footwork, and et cetera, to make something like that really progress and happen. I mean, that's not saying it's not possible. Everything's possible. It just the
Right.
people
Yeah.
got to get out there and get together as a community and make it whole. You know.
I mean, yeah. I don't know how many pet owners, reptile owners, what's out there, but I'm sure there's over 1 million, and $20 a head.
Yep.
Do the math.
$20 million right
I mean,
there.
even if
20
we
million
represent like a quarter of it, you know what I mean? You're talking decent money.
Well, I think last year they were saying what was it, 3 to 4 million people in the doors of shows last year.
Came through the doors of shows.
Of any
I could-
RBC shows.
Throughout the whole year, yeah.
Oh, it is. There like 400 or 500 million people in the US.
Just do the math. I mean, if $2 a head, even.
I mean, it makes sense though. There's
I mean, I don't see anybody ever taking any kind of donations. At least when I go to local shows, they might be there, but they don't. I guess they don't push it as hard as they really should. I should say.
Yeah, how about that? You get the option
it's
to
almost
put
like
a
we got
dollar
booth
on.
set up and we're here, but
Yeah. What if every show they added $1 to the entry?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Something
A
like
fucking
that.
dollar.
It would work great. I mean, think about how many times you go to Petco and you swipe your card and it says, "Do you want to donate $5, $10?"
Yeah. Or
Imagine
round up.
how many times that $5 and they got a million customers.
how many
go to
times? Every
Petco
time.
that donate $5 to Petco. That's $5 million they made like that,
Yep.
And they probably only donated. They probably only donated $1 million or $250,000.
They can make that in one day.
Put it in the pocket,
And look at some of them shows, like the one that Troy and what's his name just put on. It was almost 6,000 through the door. That would have been $6K right there just for USR.
Just for
Right.
USR. An extra
At
dollar.
$1 a head.
Oh, the
Nice.
All American Plant Show.
Yeah. Troy and
I think they have another one coming up in South Carolina.
Sloan.
South Carolina,
Charlotte,
or
North Carolina in
got one coming
October.
up, I believe.
Well, I mean, it's up to these promoters that put on these
Yep.
shows to just implement that into the charge.
And that's a worm we need to put in Jeremy's ear. Hey, who's the spokesperson? Who can reach out to these promoters? Who from USR can take that and run with that? Do you have somebody delegate that? Like, yeah, absolutely.
I think there's a lot that could be done. I mean, if you look at it in a whole, they really don't do much outside
We're
of the
only talking
t-shirts.
$1.
But if it's, I think it's more up to right now at this stage where they're at is up to people like us to come up with these ideals and basically build the donations.
Does anybody know what numbers come through the door at Tinley?
I could check and see if I could find something.
Curious. I've never heard of numbers.
What's going on,
George?
Thanks for stopping
What up,
by,
John?
bud. Appreciate it.
Even if you went cents to the dollar, if you went 50 cents, like, I mean, fuck, you're still
No, fuck that. $1.
a
Fuck that
dollar.
50
He's
cents.
like,
Yeah,
Dude,
right.
get
I
outta
ain't
here.
working with quarters all day.
Fuck that.
Handing
No.
quarters out all day.
he's like,
Come on
give me
now.
that 99 cent.
What are we?
Come on,
What are we
man.
playing cards,
You're gonna buy a
Justin? We
soda
playing
here, aren't
cards
you?
over here?
You're gonna buy something for over $1 here, aren't you? So what is it? What's wrong with just donating?
Yeah.
for
Hey,
$1?
I mean, last year, for instance, here you walked out, not even outside. You went out in the hallway at Daytona, and it cost you $4 for a bottle of Sprite.
You can't
What's an extra
donate a
$1 on your
dollar.
ticket?
I know. Yep. It's highway robbery, man.
Go to a concert, beer's like $15.
Shit, go to
Fuck that.
Universal Disney World, bro. You're gonna spend it out the ass out there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A slice of pizza and a soda is fucking $25, $30. You're like, whoa, I couldn't even get a salad with
The
this.
ticket alone's over $100. It's ridiculous.
A little rinky-dink salad, that's all, man. Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris, I can't find nothing on exact numbers of how many people entered the show.
They all the places around there during Daytona. I'm sure Tenley's the same way. Pomona, Dallas, like the parking garage in Daytona. Normally, you go there any time of the year. It's $10 to park all day long. Doesn't matter. You park at 4:00 in the morning. You take your car out of there 8:00 the following morning. It's $10.
What up, David?
But when the show is in town, that $10 gets doubled to $20 to go park your car.
Yep.
Right.
Yep, that's the way it is up here
But
at
it
State
is a
College.
safe,
Like
it is a safe place. It is a safe place to park the car. I won't lie.
Like it is like $1 per hour to park a garage up here if you park. But on shows, it's a $20 flat rate. If you go in there to park and the show's in town, you pay $20. Period. They make so much money when these shows are in town.
That's for you, Chris.
Same thing like here in Jacksonville, like when we do like the what is it, the Georgia Florida game, like there's literally houses that stay around the stadium that will
I
sit
think
out
which
there
one that was.
and rent out their driveway for fucking
Yeah.
$20 and shit. And they're like, we got a big yard with no guy out there with a beer and with a sign, you can park right here, you know, and rent out his driveway for the game, you know, and like, all right, come on.
Up here for these Penn State games.
When that game comes to town, man, it ain't no joke.
It ain't no joke. That is no. They
It'll
come
be all
weeks
over the place.
early. They
Up
come
here
weeks
for these
early.
Penn State games, they keep adding farmland because people like to come up here and bring their RVs. There's like thousands of them.
What's up, David?
Amen.
Well, they're charging them like $100 to park their RV there all weekend.
That's
Come on.
crazy.
That's easy.
Like, so- Yeah, I mean, and it's farmland. That's what they turned this field into. Is this like a parking lot during football season, and it's farmed the rest of the year. Like it's
Come on.
crazy.
Bring the
Oh,
cow.
yes, yes, yes.
Park their RVs.
Sorry, my short-term
Better get your
memory.
cows out the way. From Warfels giveaway.
Yep, I got it now. Yep. I remember. It was somebody else who won it, and then they shipped it to him.
Okay.
He ended up with it.
Nice.
Very cool.
I just got a bunch of double hits from KG, double hit clown sunsets.
Nice.
Woo!
Yep. And then I got one that's clown or het 50% het clown, 50% het clown, 100% het sunset, 100% pied. Because I got another pairing coming that's gonna be sunset pied as well coming as well. So
I'm
I got
actually
kind of a
hoping for
1.2
pastels this year.
project.
Man, not even supers.
Not even
No.
supers.
No, I'm hoping everything pastel that I make.
Are you going for the supers, Ken, or just normals?
No, everything pastel that I make though came from the super pastel het clown het sunset. I don't have a female, so any female that's pastel will probably stay here.
You make it all pastels. Nice.
Because I put him through like just the collection like that as a dual sire, because if anything comes out pastel, then it's from him because I don't have no other pastel in my collection. So I said, fuck it. Just might as well put it to see if I can get this, double hat female I need.
Hell yeah. Also had Kurt fucking dropped me a sweet little, because I had a female that was ready over here, double head albino pied. And I'd have a mail for it. So he hit me up. He's like, yo, I got your mail. I'm sending it your way. I was like, what? Come on.
Damn.
Mail. So I got that female's ready and the male's ready. So might as well
Right.
make some albino pies with it. And they're just going to be sellers more or less. Nothing
Yeah.
to make a bunch of money off of. Just something to move more or less.
Yep, something to hatch out, something to deal with. Yeah.
Move at the table.
Pies will sell. That's why I'll produce them. All pies will sell damn near. I'll produce them all day.
I got a female pied that I'm hanging on to. I don't know.
All right,
Thinking
what the
about
fuck
getting
did I
rid of her.
miss?
Not much.
No kids were harmed, were they?
What are you talking about?
I think I'll put it up at the auction.
Hey, he
Just like,
came back this
"Your
time.
rest
Though. He
of
didn't fall asleep with his kids like he did last week.
No, it's
Yeah.
my little man was
Yeah.
my little man was having
Yeah.
a meltdown because his tablet died, and I'm like, dude, nope, it's bedtime. Get your butt to bed. And then once I raised my voice,
Okay, but
the other little one starts crying, and
let's be honest. Did you or did you not
Brain
fall
effect.
asleep last week?
oh, for sure, dude, I fell asleep. I put them to sleep, and then
What up, Fred?
No,
I
they
laid
put your
down-
ass to sleep, Jesus.
I laid down.
It's good,
What's
Fred.
that?
He
They
said,
put
no,
you-
daddy, you eat
wait.
these gummies.
No,
They
but
spiked his drink with the NyQuil.
for sure, I
Oh,
did fall
man.
asleep because I laid him down, and then I laid down on the bed for a hot minute. I was like, oh, I'm gonna stretch, and then as I was stretching, I was just like. And then all of a sudden, I heard talking like a couple hours later. I'm like, who's talking? And I'm like, oh snap,
We're live, bro.
we're still going. I was like, oh, I'll just log off and go to sleep.
Bana. What up,
Oh, look,
Bana?
look,
I've been
Red Trouble
seeing
falling
her
to the death.
everywhere.
Yeah, she is. She's one of these newer people that's just started
Bana,
supporting probably about,
baby.
about 6 months ago? I'd say she started coming around.
Yeah, I've
In
seen
the
her
last 6
everywhere.
months, she blew up. She's
And
everywhere.
starting trouble with everybody as usual.
She's mischievous. She's a
I
little
love
ornery
it.
and mischievous.
No shade.
Love it.
She's an angel. You leave her alone. Shut
Who?
your mouth.
Who you talking to?
I'm in sunny
Whoever's listening.
California.
She keeps you on your toes. Why are you still sweating, dog?
Bro, it's hot.
It's hot in there.
I'm right next to my rack, and it's like heat there, heat here, heat everywhere.
You just can't get away.
Man, you better set up
Slowly
a new
getting
studio, bro. Enough of the bullshit.
No, that's I found a shed / trailer that's like $1,000. So
A rat trailer.
yeah, rat trailer.
There you go. Make it mobile, and like I'll bring them to you, like $100 surcharge. But
Yeah,
I can.
It's gonna be a surcharge for sure.
Right? You pulling something a trailer? That's $100.
Yep.
But will they pay for the convenience? Someone will.
But you'd have to come with a lot of rodents. I would have to have like
Man,
at least
John wants to
200
know if you're
plants.
grilling out there.
Oh no, I
Oh,
wish.
Man, it's all nice and sunny out there. It's like dark as hell here. It's
bro,
just funny,
at least it got up to like 60 something today.
60 something.
A little bit.
Well, bro, it's only
Yeah.
7 o'clock there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's just
It's
weird.
still got like 2 hours of light left, probably damn close to it.
Probably.
At 60, we were
Yeah.
close to the 90s here, I believe, like 88.
Well, yeah, you guys had that crazy heat wave this week.
It was
We had
like
it last week.
95
Yeah,
here.
this week we had a bunch of rain.
That's too fucking hot, too quick.
We had a bunch of rain,
Wasn't
yeah.
no rain
and
today. It was
my mail's
been
93,
locking.
dog.
It's
No
been
rain.
raining for the last 3 days up here.
My mail's been locking.
Come on.
Yep.
The best
Nice.
time to pair.
Yeah.
I had
Lots
clutch
of
number
humping.
5 the other day, so
I'm
So
telling
I-
you, there's
Put a little bit of Marvin Gaye on, let that rain.
with that rain, you don't need no Marvin Gaye. That Bearmaster pressure drops, they're like, dang, that's like panties dropping. Let's go. It's
Yeah.
on.
I saw this for the first time the other day. I actually had a male that literally curled himself and he was locking himself. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, he was literally like twisted in and like curled up on the side of his body.
He's
And I'm
jacking
like,
off, dude.
I'm like, what are you doing? And I like
He's a freak.
unraveled him, and he got all mad, and like, I'm like, what is on my hand? I'm like, what? Tonight though, man, he had her tail touching the top of the tub, so he was fucking hammering it.
Yep.
There's
Yeah.
your freak.
You're gonna give it to me, girl. Come on.
So, Chris, I got a question for you. Have you ever had a female breeder, after being paired up, try to attack the male?
Try to attack him,
So I
and
went
which
to pair
way?
him back
Like
up, bro, and she went to try to rip his head off.
literally eat him
Like
and ball
Like-
pythons?
bite him, like I bite him and wrap him up. Yeah,
I
bro.
would
She
say
was
she was gonna wrap him up. But
Yes,
she was
sir.
definitely gonna probably snap at him. Definitely was like, get the fuck out my.
What'd you
shit.
do to me, prick? Get out of
right,
here.
was like, boom, boom, went right after him, bro.
So I
He
wouldn't
was
consider
launching
that a defensive or like an attack of him. I would consider that a food response.
That's what I was saying. Is a food.
Smell like
She's
Front
up
row.
paired enough with him, so now she wants to build. So she's like, give me fucking food. Give me
Exactly. He locked once, and now she's triggered. And then anytime you open that cage, you know how some of them girls are. Once they
Oh man, it ain't no joke. Every
switch
time you
flips.
open it,
Yeah.
she'll launch right out at you. Every time you
I
open
think-
it.
I think it's just
Yeah.
a food response.
She's building.
I'd say that's
now.
right.
I told you, saying she's building, bro.
She's pounding food. She's huge. She's pounding food.
Dude, feed them as much as they want, man.
Yep.
But one of the best triggers. Food is one of the best triggers for breeding.
Yep.
Food and your
Well, I ain't
dry
gonna
and
lie,
rainy
better
cycle.
today. And if I went up there tomorrow and dropped another one in it, she'd eat it. I guarantee it.
Mhm.
We'll
Guarantee
do
it.
it.
Do that shit till she ovulates every 3 or 4 days.
So, Chris, are you doing with your colubrids? I want to know with brumation. Are you using actually like a cooler situation, or are you just doing like a dark, cool spot?
Luckily, up here in PA, I have the ability to put them just in the basement, whereas you guys, you need it a little bit chillier.
Right.
I stop feeding around. I mean, it all depends. I don't have a set date. I usually like to try to get them in brumation by the beginning of November.
Okay.
But the important thing is to do not feed them like 2 weeks prior to when you want to brumate them. Let them clean out their system. Let them get all the poop out. The last thing you want is them pooping in hibernation. It might happen, but if you give them 2 weeks, you should be good.
Right. Pretty much get that
And
system
then
cleaned out for 'em.
I just put them in Loctite Sterlites in the corner of my basement, and it holds anywhere from 53 to like 65, give or take, from November till March. But I only brumate 3 months.
Okay. Okay.
And then every now and again, I might let them go a week or two later. I might do, 13 or 14 weeks, but usually 3 months is good. Some people only do like, I think Hognoses only do like 6 weeks.
Okay.
3 months has worked for me the last 5 years, so I'm not going to change it, and that worked with all the Pituophis and even Mexican blacks.
Don't fix it if it ain't broken.
I got a buddy that I might get a handful of hog noses over here and help him out while he's in a kind of a rut in his life right now. So,
Okay.
And I might try to like go ahead and start it because he has a lot of a lot of hog nose, like he got some like raging reds, I think, or whatever. There's something that he got from a guy that comes to Daytona once in a while that's from up north. It's got some rare, like crazy shit that he's got. And he hasn't started pairing anything just because of the life cycle he's going through right now. So I might try to get him and go ahead and start a process for him and try to help the guy out somewhat and get him over here and see what I can do. But there are not many of them. It don't take me that many double clutch. So I know you're going to get a lot of babies off, just a handful of them,
Did he brumate them already?
No, he did not this year.
Okay. So you might have to wait.
He has not been doing with them is brumating them, period.
I don't brumate my juvenile colubrids, but I do keep them like on the floor of my snake room, so it runs about 10 degrees cooler than my racks. But they do cycle themselves. Like I'll see them.
Is ambient, so he's gonna get the cool weather from the cool weather, what it is outside here from us for him, and then what he's gonna get warm wise, he's gonna get warm wise. He's only got so much to deal with, for life and et cetera. So he's just working with what he's got, more or less, I'd say.
Do you got a well banks?
He's got a passion for the animals, so the kid's smart as hell. He's just always had it. Just one of those guys always gets the rough end of the stick,
Right.
But,
You got a well banks?
No, that's what I really want. I'm contemplating on just saying fuck it, but it's also cheaper to do it out of a fucking wine cooler and make my own damn incubator as well, But it's a coin toss in the air with that. Should I go ahead and just fucking spin it?
Do you think
brumate them in a refrigerator then?
It gets a little too cool in a refrigerator.
Even if you
certain
turn it up
species,
as high as it'll go.
certain species can tolerate that. If in the future, Justin, you think you're gonna be working with colubrids or something that you might want to do in the future, then you might as well just get it.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a normal incubator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
what you call it? What serpentine, whatever it is.
The hot box.
Yeah, hot box.
Yeah. So even if you got a well banks, you could use it for that 3 months for your cool down, and then if worst case scenario you had overflow, then you could just convert it. Just spin the dial to incubate instead of cool down.
cool down,
But
right? It gives you
if you think you're going to continue to pursue the colubrid path, I don't think it would be a bad investment for you being in Florida.
because I'm doing the Mosaic Kings. I got more Mosaic Kings
Well, you
when
can,
he produces more coming. So I'm definitely going to be running those all day. So I know I'm going to need it down the road, period. But I'm going to try to help out a buddy, and I'm going to try to get a process going for him and see if I can't possibly give him a little bit of money in his pocket and help him out some, you know.
Nice.
But that's one thing I've just been contemplating on.
So
I'm like,
wine
well,
fridge, the highest temperature. A wine fridge, the highest temperature to go is 64.
That would work.
that
So you
would
can
work,
use a
man.
regular wine fridge and just turn it down to the 58 to 60 that you need.
Yeah, you could do that definitely if you get one big enough. Yeah.
What up, Sammy?
Sammy.
Sammy,
Just build our own fucking, pull the fucking wine racks out and build our own fucking
Yo,
racks.
yo.
They got the wine bottle holder shit, you know. You could just make some out of fucking teak wood or whatever.
Yeah, I was on this morning on Adam's channel, and I was on late last night too. It's like
yeah, you
podcast
was
fever.
running it over there this morning.
Hey,
Adam's
Yeah.
actually
You
showed
went
me a
from
lot
the
of his
reptile
incubator
lounge
stuff.
to Adam's show to here.
yep, making the rounds. Good times.
Chris is that.
He gets around.
Yeah, man.
It's weird. It comes
Everybody
in
stay
spurts,
tuned. You
man.
never
Like,
know. He might be on hair down tomorrow, even though he ain't got no hair. He might still be there.
yeah, right. It's weird. It's like I won't do anything for like 3 months, and then all of a sudden it's like bang, 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 just a bunch, and I'm like whatever. Might as well get it while it's hot, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes, sir.
Adam's good people too. He's definitely helped me out in my journey a lot. So that's definitely the main man for me.
I haven't met too many
You know
bad
that,
people in this
Chris. I
hobby.
think you know
They
that.
all just seem to.
Oh, no worries.
I've been watching Adam, man, since I don't want to say the beginning, but damn near. I mean, I was watching him, and then shit when he vended his first show, I was there, bro. I was like, yeah, you're vending, I'll be there. He's like, I'm vending, I'm on my way, I'm be there.
I'm coming.
Yeah, he's always been good.
Yep.
I don't think he's bending to Daytona this year. Am I correct? I think he said he's going to try to come down, but he's not bending. Is that what I heard on his one show?
I don't think he's gonna make it. I think that was the end of the story. I don't think he's gonna make it because he's coming up here July 6th, and then I don't know. I don't know what he's doing for the Charlotte, North Carolina one, the all plant reptile expo. I don't know if he's gonna try to make that.
That's
But then we're definitely doing Tinley. I'm excited for Tinley.
Heck yeah. Heck
Nice.
yeah.
Get my permit straight, and I'm gonna ship some stuff out to him. So we're gonna have a pretty cool table. Just fingers crossed. Mother Nature plays her part, and I did what I did right. You know.
Hey, you don't sit down, Chris. You don't sit down.
Who
You
me?
shipping some of the
No, I
snakes
said,
that you gotta sell,
Adam don't
Chris?
sit down now at his table. He stands up the whole time.
Neither do I, man. When I vend local, I don't. I have a chair, but I rarely. The only time I sit down is to eat, but somebody's standing in my place.
right. You
somebody
gotta
is
have
always
someone up there
standing.
front and center.
Somebody's always standing at my table, and somebody's always greeting. Hey, how you guys doing today? If they have an animal, I tell them. I said, you talk about that animal they have. I said, I don't care what's on my table. I said, talk about what they have in their hand. Talk about what their interest is, and then walk with it, and then see where it goes.
Right on.
And next thing you know, they could be holding one of your snakes. They might be buying one of yours. You got to engage.
Sales
100%.
Sales tactics all day. Sales tactics.
You mean you don't keep staring down at your phone when customers are looking at your
You
stuff?
can't play your games
No.
on your phone.
Occasionally, I look at my phone, but I always make eye contact and saying, "Hey, you guys got any questions, concerns? Just let me know." Gotta acknowledge.
You gotta have customer service.
1000%. Customer service is like the guaranteed of all.
Yep.
Trust me, I've done a lot of door soliciting with my company, knocking on doors, and I get a lot of people that don't want me knocking on the door, and some that are like, "Hey," But the God bless goes a long way,
Right.
Absolutely.
To them older people. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a different language
I
they
gotta.
speak.
I'm probably gonna be doing some door knocking in 4 to 6 months. because I'm looking at a plot of land up here, but I gotta talk to the landowner because he has to submit an amendment to change an amendment to see if they would let the zoning be changed to mixed use, and then we have to resubmit for a different permit. It's
Codes are
crazy,
just bullshit.
and yeah, I'm gonna have to go knock door to door and be like, hey, do a little spiel, and this is the one I want to do. I want it's gonna be my main house, but then it's also gonna be a firearm store and a reptile store. So
They
gotta
might
get
not like the firearm store
Satan
in
is
their neighborhood.
moving next door.
what's that?
They're like,
Jesus,
Satan is moving
don't knock
next
on
door.
doors, bro.
But no, my name is Jesus. I
No,
bring
I'm gonna tell
peace.
you this right
I
now.
come in peace.
Don't knock on doors, bro. This is what I do right here. I do all door hangers, so you can put
Oh,
it on the
okay.
door, and
Less
that way
intrusive.
all that's
See,
over with now. You know, and even what I do even better is I put 10% off on the bottom of my shit, so
Yeah.
then they even think they get a deal every fucking time. You know how many times I'll go hit one neighborhood up, hit 100 and something doors, and I shit you not, the next day my phone will be going off the goddamn hook, literally off of these things right here.
see, I was thinking of doing something like that, but then see, your business versus my business, they
Right.
kind of need to see who's
Right.
gonna be there.
Right.
So yeah,
Well,
gotta
they
hit
ain't
for
even
like
pressure washing. They don't want some Joe Schmo guy pulling up with some bullshit ass trailer and a Home Depot pressure washer to do their shit now. Especially in Queens Harbor, some multi-million-dollar home. They ain't gonna fly, bro.
Yeah.
You know.
So
But no,
I
you
gotta
put good
Chris.
pictures. I have
What up,
good
Chris?
pictures of my truck and trailer on there and shit, which my camera's being gay,
Mhm.
but there's good pictures and even jobs, roofs and shit I did. So you can see the work that
Yeah.
I've done and you see the equipment that I got and the trailers I got and stuff. So it's advertisement, bro. It's all you just make
Yeah.
that flyer fucking stand out. You know, when they look at it like, damn, this guy's got a bunch of guns. Check out these badass guns.
Drop a
You know?
2 foot by 4 foot sign on their front door. Take it in.
No, I do that with jobs. So when I pressure wash their house, I'll give them an extra
Absolutely.
like 5% off to put this sign in your yard for a week.
Yep.
Now, some of them won't let me do it for like,
Hmm.
you know, like because they're in communities, so they can only do it for so long. So I'm like, look, I'm
Yeah.
gonna at least leave it out there for 48 hours, and I'll come pick it up 2 days. You know, and they're
Yeah.
cool with it. You know, stupid shit like that. That shit helps, bro. And how many times you do one neighbor, and the next neighbor wants it, and the next neighbor wants it, and the next neighbor
Get
wants it.
stuck in that neighborhood for a month.
Before you got it, yep, exactly. You know. I just hate residential. Now that I've gotten in so much commercial, the commercial jobs are easier. The pays a lot
Residential's
more.
always a bitch compared to commercial.
Consistent.
It's just a pain in the ass, you know. Got a homeowner looking out the windows, watching you walking around the
Watching your
house.
every step. Yeah.
But if you're doing commercial,
Can you
it's
please stay
usually
off
the
my
same
freaking
thing
grass?
over and over and over. You know what I mean?
No,
It's like you
hell
can
no.
get a process going. Well, I don't know. I did construction. Like I would go in and do all the tile work, and all the tile work in the bathrooms are all the same. So then you get a rhythm going. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
Like,
I have a lot of like contractor builders that build townhome complexes. So I do a lot of like 6-story buildings where like after they're done, that whole 6-story building, I got to get a lift and wash all the powder off the whole outside of that building.
right.
6 stories
Yeah.
all the way from tip to bottom. All the concrete's got to get done. All the patios got to get done. All the pool decks got to get done. Everything, you know. And then they go and start renting out units. And or if they're halfway done with the building on one side, they'll get me do that half. And we're done with the other half. They'll get me do the other half, which they love doing because then it's not like a $40,000 or $50,000 contract. They're only going to spit out 25 this time or 30 that time and 25 this time or 20 this time, you know. So yeah, it all runs that way pretty much.
Yeah.
But
So,
the
Jesus.
insurance, the coverage, all that shit's a pain in the ass. All the paperwork, fucking that shit's for the fucking birds, bro. I like to get out there and work.
As soon as we get those pamphlets or flyers from USARK, we'll send you some. So when you're doing your door knocking, and you tell them what you're doing in town, could you please
Yeah.
hand them a
Some of them.
Yeah, I'll
flyer?
just print them out, dude.
You know what I mean?
Have my
Right.
printer going brrr, and just print out
help
a
print
bunch
them
of
out
flyers.
yourself.
You know?
Yeah, but
Make
like
a flyer up yourself.
yeah, like I know, like the flyer thing, but I have to do the door knocking because it has to get personal with some people because, as soon as you say firearm store, they're like, there's a little stigma still attached to it. So
blow Chris
Yeah.
up. What's he showing?
Let me see.
That's a
Hold
bird?
on.
Bird.
I think
It's a
it's
plane.
chicken or peacock.
It's Superman.
Peacock.
Looks like a peacock.
Peacocks.
We're
Heck yeah.
sideways.
What kind of peacocks are those, Chris?
We got a 2 piebalds and a normal.
Do
They're
Pie
pretty
peacock.
wild. Not funny at
they
all.
go wild in the morning, like sound
Yeah.
like screaming cats?
Nah, not yet. They're not too bad. Sorry, it's dark in my yard. Not too bad. No, they're not too bad. These a bunch of geese. That shed.
Hell yeah.
I'll be
Peacocks
right
are pretty cool. Obviously, you're gonna breed those, right? Because you got some pies.
We in the rodent shed now. Taking a tour. Did
Oh,
we lose you, Chris?
I can't go in too far. Lose signal.
I was gonna say, yeah, you started losing signal.
Z-Rat.
The moms and the babies.
Yeah, right.
The babies are holding on to mom, like, stop moving. I'm trying to eat.
Oh yeah,
That's a lot of rodents, my guy.
yeah. And 10 by 20 shed. Good stuff.
Good Lord.
Come on.
Ah, rats suck. If you don't have to breed them, don't breed them.
They're pain in the ass, but they're not too. What I only do ASFs. You got Norwegians, it looks like, too, over there. So
Yeah, I got
I can
Norwegians, I got ASFs, and mice. All 3 of them.
Oh,
I could feel your pain. Then the mice, I fucking hate the mice out of all of them.
Oh.
The mice
Yeah.
are the worst to me.
Yeah, mice stink.
Just their bodies, that sweet body smell that they got is freaking awful.
Yeah, I don't know if it's real sweet. It stink.
It's like a sweet, stinky smell. You know what I'm saying? Compared to like you walk in there and you know your ASF's got ammonia smell. You're like, all right, this is. But like you could clean a mice bin and just the pheromones they put off alone is just. I hate it. It makes me
I
aggy.
think what smells the most between the mice are the male mice.
Oh yeah,
Female-
absolutely.
Female mice don't smell as bad as the male mice. But I don't know, man. It's something about the fucking male mice. That's the first thing I feed off is all the fucking males. Like, you gone, man. You're
It's
food.
on them
Get outta here.
hormones.
I've been having a guy come every week and get like 4 or 5 of them at a time, and I'm like, all right, here you go, and I'm giving all the males every time. I'm like, here you go,
Mhm.
Oh
here you
yeah,
go, here you go.
males are always the first to go. Any feeders that I sell, it's always the males because I can get a male rat up, the size quicker than a female. And the females, I hold the majority of them back for new breeding stock anyway because I try to run I used to run like a year cycle, but I found out that that's even too long. You almost got to stay at like 9 months running females out to get consistent good litters in the teens, double digits.
Right.
Like once they hit like 10 months old, they just crap out on you. But I mean,
I've been doing
you
like
are
my
breeding them hard.
with my ASS. I've been doing like 6 to 7 months.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened to my colony. I let them go too long, and the 2 like alpha females like just kept killing everything else off.
Oh yeah.
And come to think about it, it was like 10 months that I was breeding them.
Yeah. 7, 8 months as ASFs. I've been just learning that now. I just culled 3 colonies off because they were out. Some were getting tumor and some just ate their babies. And I'm like, yep, no, we got more. We got plenty. You're gone. So
Up
Yeah.
their protein.
I had that happen to one rat. She started to
I've
get
been
a
kind of keeping them
tumor.
in rotation though, like because I'm doing like 2 to 18. So like I'll have some like say like 9 of those females are old females, and the other ones are young females growing up to be with that colony. So I kind of keep them in rotation. I'll pull some females out and keep babies in there, and let those female babies grow up with that colony and
Yep.
kind of keep that fluctuating. And like I told Stan the other day, like I pulled one drawer open and one old female was eating, and I was like, see, it looks like they kind of retired retired her themselves. They're like, "You're an old bitch, fuck you, you're getting out of here," That's really
Roll
what it seemed
out.
like. Yeah, they kind of retired herself. And I was like, that's kind of weird, but it's kind of. I wonder if this is gonna happen again, So I'm just paying attention more or less every time I'm in there. Just pay attention.
I've been experimenting because like they say you should keep them in their same colonies, like you're saying, and keep the females in there and raise them up with either a new male or the same male. But I went through today and must have cleaned maybe 15 ASF little. I only run like a 1.4, 1.5. It's in a 1050 ARS.
Okay.
So 5 across, 10 down, but real shallow.
Yep.
And I just pulled everything that was like weaned, males, females from all different colonies in that whole rack. And then I went back through and created 4 colonies with all those that I just pulled. So they're all mixed and matched. So I'm curious to see what happens in a week or two, if they slaughter each other or if they just go. They just breed.
You should be fine, especially they're coming off from the same rack in the same room.
I would imagine
you got it from your buddy down the street.
they're pretty much all the same colony at the end of the day.
Yeah, it all is. You should be fine with that. I've done that plenty of times.
All right.
You should be definitely fine. I don't know. I just run bigger ratios too. Like I try to tell people like that 1-4, that 1-5. Go ahead and throw you like a 1-8 in there. Let that male stay busy because at the end of the day, all he's going to do is keep rotating to the next female. Because if say all 4 of those females are pregnant, all 4 of those females have babies, that male can't now have sex with those females. So what is he going to do? He's going to eat the babies so he can go back to having sex with one of those females.
You just got vicious ASFs, fool.
So far, I don't know.
ASFs are
the male the whole time is going to want to keep having sex and keep doing his thing. If you more females you have in there, you're going to keep that in rotation, and you
keep
not
them
have no
occupied.
problems with the male eating the baby at all. But that's
I think the extra protein you give helps too.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I agree.
I give a lot of extra protein for sure.
Jose, what up, buddy?
Jose?
What's up, Jose?
Thanks for coming out, bro. Appreciate it.
Jose.
Turn you a moderator. For someone else in here starts yelling at me, turn them blue.
Dan, turn blue.
He's on it tonight. He's on it.
Smurf them up.
Everybody's blue. You get a blue, and you get a blue, and everybody gets a blue.
Oh, you're giving out blue chews to everybody? Oh, no.
I just said blue.
We team red over here.
We're Rose Spark.
We got choices. We got choices now.
How come they only make it for men? Why didn't they come out with a pink pill for women yet?
Because all the men would still be buying it and slipping it to their wives.
They already do that anyways at the damn bar, bro. You got to watch drinks like a
came
damn
out for
bar.
women is the over-counter birth control. And my girl's like, what the fuck is this shit? I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that girl. Like, I know like birth control gets mad mood swings for you.
What up, Tom?
Upstate.
What's up, Upstate? You coming out, bro?
What up?
You better get upstate, Blue.
Shut up.
Got 10 more days and counting for my first egg cutting.
Oh, it's getting close. Your belly's starting to like get the bubble guts and like you're excited.
What day you cutting?
Well, 10 days from yesterday.
Well, that'd be the
what day would it be? 56?
9 days. That's on a Saturday.
Yeah, it would be about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Okay.
Because
I remember one year I cut like everything on day like 53. Like I was so impatient.
They were dropped on March 31st. So it's already been 30 days since then, April, and then we're already May 16, so that's 46 days already. So, well, no, actually, I got less than that. Shit. Fuck. Oh, damn.
10 days.
Yeah.
I say day 56, they pit.
Yeah.
Depends on how hot you run.
Well, I'm praying they come out healthy. That's all I'm praying for. I don't even care about the ratio. I'm just praying they come out healthy.
Well, here's the thing that nobody really thinks about either. So everybody says 2 months, right?
How
many days are in 2 months?
60.
60.
No. No,
No, wait,
No.
50, 56.
correct.
Well, yeah, depending on the day, yeah.
Well, if
Well,
the electric
56. I don't
company
give a
charges
fuck
you
how
every
you do it.
28 days,
It's 56.
the cable
If
company
there's
charges you every 28
If
days.
there's 4 weeks in a month,
Yeah.
4 times 7 is 28. I know there's a couple months where there's 30, and there's a month that has 30 or 31. There's a couple and a couple months that have 30. So if you add it all up, it's 28 days in a month. 7 times 4 is 28.
Oh,
That's how you know.
We were supposed to have 28 days in a month.
Yeah,
This is how you know, what months. Like the high months are your knuckles. If you go January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, every time you touch the top point of your knuckle, that day has a 31-day month in it.
What if you got extra big
Going back
knuckles,
to
bro?
fucking middle school. Come on.
Right? Yeah, that was a middle school lesson there. We're teaching.
Come
All right,
on.
there.
I know
scientist.
somebody out there never heard of that and is now like, son, bet she's right. There's
I'm gonna be like
somebody
this.
that hasn't heard it. It's out there touching their knuckles right now.
Somebody in the
Ken
chat,
said,
come
I'm
on.
gonna learn yin. I'm gonna learn yin something tonight. I'm gonna learn yin something tonight.
Yins.
That's a Pennsatucky original right there. Hi, Kiki.
Oh, and to answer
Told
your
you.
question,
Thank you,
Chris,
Upstate.
it's it was black pastel het pied to blackhead pastel het pied.
Oh, very nice.
Come on.
If you get a black pastel blackhead pied, that's an impressive snake.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just praying they come out healthy. That's it, man.
Blackhead, black pastel pie. Heck yeah.
They're
That'd be
nice. I'm sure some of yous knew it, but there's someone out there that didn't. Guarantee it.
Oh yeah, I didn't know about the knuckle thing. So
Jesus, all eggs
I
were
knew he was
viable.
coming with the yen.
No.
yeah, well no, that was the clutch that one of the eggs went bad within like a week.
Yeah, you'll know real quick.
So I
They're going bad.
chucked that egg. I checked that out because it had weak veins after that week. But since then I haven't messed around with that container. I haven't opened it. I haven't done nothing with any of my tubs. I just let them leave them in there. I don't play with them. I'm looking, but I ain't touching them. So
I check mine once a week. I mean, I just open a tub, see if there's any mold or anything, because what's been working with me is if you see it has mold, get the antifungal foot powder and just sprinkle a little bit on the mold, and it takes it away.
I'm following what Richie told me. Once those eggs go in there, unless you see a bad egg, and it's KG has proven it, you can leave a bad egg in there and it won't damage the rest of those eggs. So what Richie said is once those eggs go in that damn tub,
cooker,
seal it, cook them, let it go. Because every time you open it, you're just risking more interaction.
Listen, same thing Adam told me. Once you put them in there, leave them be.
Leave them be.
You can check on if it's molding or whatever. Set it to the side, but
you can be peeking, but don't be opening that lid.
See, these ones here got laid on paper, and the paper come off on them a little bit, and I'm worried about that paper forming mold. So I've been checking them once a week just to make sure that
don't
the mold
open
don't
them because it's just gonna throw them off, man.
It's Ken, but the oxygen in the air, there can be anything in the air, and the light too. Every time you open that box and the light gets to it, what does light do? It forms bacteria. So you want less light going to them eggs and touching those eggs as much as possible. You want to keep them dark and less oxygen from the air. What's in the room? You don't know what's floating around. Every time you get that and touch your hands or whatever. Because it's like you teach a kid when you put the what is it, like a pepper in water and your hand gets covered in pepper, but if you put some Dawn in there and it fucking pushes the shit away, same aspect. Germs can get anywhere and everywhere. And the day you want to make these eggs and keep them every one of them that you can valuable as much as possible.
Right. I get that. I mean, I've done this basically. This is my fourth clutch. Every clutch last year, especially that first one, the motherfuckers are out of that incubator at least twice a week, and they were fine. I mean, a lot of these parameters that are put out there, I think, are like worst case scenario. And I'm not going to say take your eggs out every day and look at them. No, don't do that. It's a bad idea. You're messing with fire if you do that. But now, once a week, I just pop it open and look for mold because there's the, alert for mold. But if there wasn't for mold, I don't think I would be checking it as much. Just say it's just a mold purposes why I'm checking them once a week.
But it also, KG has proven that you let a bad egg go, fucking the whole thing didn't spread to the rest of the healthy eggs.
You got to make sure they don't touch.
There's no air that came by and flew all that dust from that fucking mold over to the other eggs or anything. It kept
but every time you open, you're
position,
just allowing more interaction, man.
Well, hell, they've been in there since a little over 2 weeks. So
even when you
I don't
open
see
it,
no
you gotta
mold.
remember-
I think I'm good.
Even when you open it, you also got to remember that humidity is getting lost immediately.
Yeah.
As soon as you open it.
They might cook a little bit longer because of that. So every time you open it, you just...
I mean, I'm not saying don't check them by all stretch of imagination, but if they're looking okay from what you can see from the outside, I wouldn't even bother with it.
Yeah, they laid April 30th, and I don't see no mold yet. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's 17 days. I think I'm good. I'll probably check them once or twice more before they hatch because my cut day on them is, let me see, day 60 is the 29th of June. So, I mean, the 26th or the 27th, like on a Thursday, I might cut, like the Thursday show, I might cut them. But I don't know. That's the Who's Your Daddy clutch. And this one's going to be either fun because I got some cool shit, or it's going to be suck ass because I don't got nothing.
Okay. So actually, cutting day would actually be Saturday. It would be Saturday cutting day.
Wait till they pip, dude. Wait till you see some pip and then cut.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna mess with them and cut them.
They're gonna pip on day 56, bro.
Fuck that. Cut them in day 54.
Day 55. I cut every clutch I made, 4 clutches so far on day 55, and so far all of them survived. But I will say,
you ain't got no patience.
They say
I know.
DJ on the live with me just so I can get some good odds.
But I'm telling you, like the ones that I cut last year on day 58 was like out of the egg the next morning. The ones that I've cut, every clutch that I've cut 55 spent 3 days in the eggs. So 58 is like a day to where I think is like, for me, with what I'm doing and my temperatures of my incubator, 58 I think is the magic number. So I think that's where I'm going to cut this year. Just because it took 3 days on, the other 3 clutches. And then the one was 58, and they came out the next day. But that's after KG said put a little water in them. Well, like put a little warm water in it.
Let's ask the pro next to you, Chris. What's your opinion on this whole situation?
Yeah, right?
Just that's how I feel. When I get the eggs, I put them in, I cling wrap them, and then I don't look at them again until like maybe 2 weeks before I'm cutting them. And I look at them, I see what they're doing, I open them up, I take the saran wrap off. About a week to 10 days out, I'll take the saran off, the cling wrap. And then, if 56 I'm cutting, whether they pip or not. That's what I'm doing this year. Last year, I think I let 1 pip and then I cut them. I think the year before I cut it, like I said, I cut everyone on 54. I don't know. It's just I kind of experiment, but I do notice that the earlier I cut, the longer they sit in the egg. Kind of like what Ken was saying. If you let 1 pip, they're jumping out the egg. But if you cut them early, they sit in there for like a week or so.
Yeah. So what do you think about the mold? If you see one mold in there, do you just leave it or do you move it or what?
I've never used fungal powder. I've never used foot powder. If it molds within the first couple weeks, it's fucked anyway. You're not saving it. If it starts molding on like week 7, or if you start seeing a little bit of hair, I'd say like week 6, I'd say it's still salvageable, but I still don't use any powder. I just take disinfectant on a wet paper towel and I clean it off every week. Once a week, I wipe it down with disinfectant, and
See,
it
with the good
works.
with the fungal powder, what the person who told me to use it, they said take a toothbrush and like make sure it's not clumped up everywhere because it could clog pores.
Yep.
So get an old toothbrush and just kind of brush it lightly over the mold, not over the whole egg, just over the mold, and don't leave it clumped right there. So, you know what I mean? There was discoloring on the ends of 2 eggs. So I, squirted a little bit on there and took my old handy dandy toothbrush and brushed the teethers a little bit, and they look to be good. But
Yeah,
I'll
you
check
don't
them
want
in
the
2 weeks.
you don't want the powder turning into fucking paste. That's the
No,
last thing you want to do.
You don't want a lot of it. Just very little, minute amount of powder. Just like the littlest amount that you can put. Yep, a little sprinkle. Just a little dab will do. Just make sure you take. Yeah.
I never used it. I just take a little chlorhexidine, spray it on a paper towel, wipe
That would
it off.
probably work.
Make sure it's dry. Then you know.
Just like that.
Stan's got it.
Who?
Stan's got it.
Yeah,
sprinkle on there,
Yep.
The fucking foot powder bay.
Bam.
That's Ken's new nickname.
Foot bay.
I got a bunch. I got a bunch of names.
Foot powder bay.
That's funny.
What up, Jay? Jay
Good,
Slithers
Jay.
up in the house.
Jace, dude.
What's up, Jay Slithers?
Jay's been cutting some clutches. I've been seeing him posting them on Instagram.
He works with that Marvel gene, and I'm kind of interested in it. Have you worked with it any, Chris?
The Marvel? No, I do not. Nope, I've seen it. It does look kind of interesting, but I mean, it's another granite, right?
I'm not sure where it falls. I mean, in some, I guess it can have some granity look in some combos, but I'd say if it's in the granity, thing, it's probably one of the lesser granity ones.
Right.
But it's, from what I see, it gives it a wonky pattern and changes the color slightly, makes it brighter and darker.
Okay. Interesting.
But it's interesting from what I see. I don't know. It'll probably prove out to be something else. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like I need another granite gene. Like I need another, another hole in my head, right?
What do you consider granite genes?
Sable,
Right.
Nanny,
Yep.
Smoke,
Yep.
Carbon.
All
I
right.
mean,
Grim. Jedi, Atari.
Fire even has granite aspects to it,
In some combos, yeah. I can see that.
There's so many granite out there. There's a granite attached to some red stripe. Just take your pick. Yeah, but definitely pick one and run with it, A lot can be done with it.
I got Smoke, and that's kind of what I want to work, because not a lot of people are working it.
I'm very curious to see where that goes.
Ken's
I'm
always
always
got
up
the
for a
smoke.
trade. Always
Ken's
up for a
always got
trade.
the smoke.
Would you pick up a male?
No, I got a female, and then she's Het Green Ghost.
Okay.
She is chocolate HRA, so she's a lilac. Pastel Smoke Het Green Ghost, and then I was just like, well, shit, I don't really have a male like for Green Ghost, and it's not compatible. So I picked up a chocolate HRA Green Ghost male, or Het Green Ghost male, so I could hit like all kinds of doubles or double lilacs or lilacs or supers out of it.
What was the female again? Pastel with those two?
Chocolate
HRA pastel?
Chocolate HRA Pastel Smoke to chocolate HRA.
Man, you're just trying to make your life hell with that clutch, aren't you?
Why not?
Man, you better hope they have
cool.
You better hope they have a smoke text by then.
Well, I mean, I think I'm going to be able to tell everywhere where Smoke's at.
If you hit a super chocolate red Xanthic, you're going to be able to tell that Smoke's in that?
Probably not.
Nah. Man, I don't
Probably
know.
not.
I don't know.
I don't
but
know.
wanna-
I've never seen
I
super
wanna
chocolate
see it.
smoke. Yeah, I want to see. I want to nail the super chocolate red xanthic smoke green ghost. I
Green
want to see
Ghost,
that clutch
right?
one.
Charlie better get that full panel test for Ken.
Yeah.
Ken's gonna
Interesting.
need it.
Jeez,
I mean,
that could be
that
wild.
would be such a powerhouse animal. I hope I get it in the mail too, because then it's going to everything. He's everywhere. He's everywhere.
Up in it all.
Yeah.
Hey,
But,
you have to sometimes.
But I ended up picking up, I don't know if you've seen, for my hypo clown project, you know, I have clown het hypo on the female side, so I wanted hypo het clown or double visual. And that double visual didn't work out. And if I was buying a hypo het clown, it wasn't going to be pastel. I mean, let's just be real about it. So I ended up picking up an inchy spot nose, orange ghost, het clown, pos het G-stripe.
All right.
Or not G-stripe, but desert ghost. And
That's even better.
from what I'm seeing is
Love you, son.
it kind of
Those
looks
kids
het
kiss for me,
DG
boy.
because of what het DG does. Like
Okay.
if you look at that combo that's not het DG and you look at the ones that are het DG, the pattern's broken up. It's got a lot of floating alien heads, and that's what I'm seeing there. So it'll be tested.
Well, I was just gonna say, before you start holding back all kinds of animals from them, get them tested, so you know what you're
looking
working with.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to get him tested to see if he's DG. Justin don't think he is, but I think there's a good chance. I mean, it's 50%. It's either is or isn't. It's like a flip of a coin. So, and it came from the Nobles Reptiles, the Hypo Queen.
Okay.
So she's got a pretty cool line of orange ghosts. It's going to fit well with my line of orange ghost. There's going to be some crazy looking stuff coming out of here. Later, Devin. Night, dude.
Night.
I'm excited for next year. This year is just like a building year. Next year is going to be when I get a lot of these females that are pretty cool up to size, and I'm going to be doing some shit.
I don't know where these guys went.
Oh,
They're taking up real estate.
He's kicking them out.
They're taking up real estate. When they come back, they can get back in. But at the moment, taking up valuable real estate over here.
That's kind of how I feel, though, Ken. Next year will be the good blow year for me, for sure. So this year, I'd say towards the end of the season, I'll have some good stuff. But
whoa, did you say
it just
blow
depends
year?
what lades. It just depends what lades.
Next year will be a good blow year for you. Is that what you just
to
said?
blow up?
No Diddy, damn it! All right,
Okay.
Blow up.
No Diddy.
Pause.
You gotta watch how you say that. You know, you might get Kike in there.
Just
you know,
making
be
sure
like,
I heard
shit.
you right.
Just
Like,
making
what?
sure I heard you right.
But Chris, I'll have to send you pictures of that one too. Remember that clown female that I bought at Gettysburg for $100 that I showed you?
Yep.
You should see her growing up. I mean, I don't know what's in her, but there's something really fucking cool in her.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
Why'd I
send
get
me
put
some pics.
backstage, Essays?
Because you wasn't there. You're taking up
Because
real
you
estate.
wasn't there, essays, for the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, get
Cabrón.
15 minutes. It was like 5 minutes to go down and
What-
get a snack.
Yeah.
He had to go get his trolleys, dude.
You stealing the kids' snacks? That ain't your snack. That's a kid's snack. You stealing.
This is my snack, bro.
See, now they don't get snack in their lunchbox tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No trolleys for the
one.
kids.
One, they don't
Thanks,
got
Dad.
school tomorrow, and two, they get Kit Kats and M&Ms.
He's like, the gummies
That's-
are mine.
That's why your kid's going up and punching people. He's all jacked up on sugar. What?
He's
You
like,
put him a cup
what?
of Mountain Dew in there too?
They don't drink.
Like, take my
I'm just teasing you, bro.
No, you're good. No, but they don't drink soda. It's water or like lemonade.
Right on.
So
Tell you what, my youngest,
Nice.
like my 14-year-old, is just adamant about drinking water. She don't drink much pop. She just prefers water. And here, I'll buy it. If you're going to drink it, I'll
Bro.
buy it.
this is how crazy like soda lasts in our house. My in-laws brought me, I think, like a 30 pack of Coca-Cola, and it's been like 3-4 months already, and that case is still like half there.
It's got dust on it.
So I'm like, no. But I love my in-laws though. My
Sure.
in-laws are awesome.
Coca-Cola don't last in my house if there's rum floating around. Neither of them last.
Don't
No.
matter. Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper is gone, right, Chris?
That's my DOC.
Rum and
Coke and
Coke.
rum, man.
Yeah, rum and
Drink
Cokes
of
are pretty
choice.
good. Pretty good stuff.
Rum and Cokes are
Vanilla
nice.
rum.
I like mine with pineapple juice. If I'm
Salute.
drinking some like vanilla rum or spice rum, do the pineapple juice.
I put
Good.
rum chata in my coffee sometimes.
Oh yeah, that makes me reminds me of Jamaica. Mm.
You're making
Chris-
me crazy,
Chris-
man.
But
Chris is going right back, man. He was like, "Oh my god, I remember it was like yesterday."
but they do.
So nice.
I don't know, Chris.
5 years ago.
Do you drink the rum infused coffee?
Mm.
They make rum infused coffee.
I seen
Never
tequila
had
infused coffee, but I didn't
Yeah,
see the rum.
I'm drinking that right now.
Better send him the link, Jesus.
I'll send them the link.
You're gonna
But
need
my
some of
buddy,
that rum infused coffee.
he runs a shop up here in West Bend area, and every time I go out there, I'm like, "Hey man, I need a reload on rum infused coffee and tequila. How many bags you have? I have a box. All right, good. Let's go."
Go.
They're not K-cups, right? They're like, we can make a full pot of coffee.
No, it's a full pot of coffee. It's
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's so delicious, and you add a little bit
Better
of
off
rum.
getting it in the whole bean, grinding it yourself. It's much fresher.
He has that too, but sometimes you're running a little bit late. You throw in. You don't got that time to be sitting there.
Just give me that pre-ground stuff.
Shit. Pour the beans in there and hit the trigger.
Yeah.
Done. Pour it in there. Good to go.
But yeah, I
mean,
got
now
one of
you're
those.
getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning doing it. There might be some unhappy people in the house hearing the grinder going, but got to make my coffee. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Like
Hey, don't get mad. Just drink some of the coffee. You'll be up and fine, right?
You know.
I just just chew on the bean. Just crunching the bean.
I got the high intense coffee the last time I went. I wanted that to be strong, and it ain't strong enough still.
I bought some. It was like a light version, though. I went to the store and got my own beans where I grind them up, but it was the light version, so I had to put more in it.
Well, supposedly, from my understanding, the darker roast isn't stronger than the light roast.
Huh.
The light roast is supposed to be stronger than the dark roast.
I've heard that.
Interesting.
I've definitely heard that.
Interesting. I have to look into that.
It's more of a gimmick. They try to like, sell
Even
you
though it
on
doesn't
think-
look it.
Even though it looks watered down.
right.
You guys
Yeah.
try any of that cold-blooded stuff?
No.
The cold-blooded brew yet? No.
Yeah.
Have you?
Nah.
How
No.
is it?
Just curious to see what it is. I know it's expensive as shit at Tinley.
Oh, that people. I did have
What
some
is
of that the one time I was
What's
down
it
there.
probably like? I'm just going to guess $20-$25 a pound, probably.
I don't know how much it costs for the bag, but I
I
did have
remember.
a cup of coffee from there.
See,
I bet
I've
you
heard
that's what it is.
I've heard these like brands like that are just like these, like Hissy Fit's got a brand of coffee, but it's like the same brand. It's just rebranded as your company. Like a lot of them are the same stuff. It's just they put your logo on the bag and call it your blend. I mean, it's decent coffee. It's not shit coffee.
Right.
It's just like it's a company that'll make your bags with your logo, and you could say, "Here's my coffee." But it's the same as.
Do you know? I think it's China has the most expensive coffee out there.
Probably they got a lot of
Probably.
sense of shit over
And
there.
I'm gonna tell you why. So these bats come and eat the fucking
It's a
bean,
bat shit.
and then they go and retrieve the bean again.
Yep. After it's ate.
And supposedly, I mean, I'm just calling me. I'm not eating something out the shit pile. You know what I mean?
You ain't down for some bat shit coffee?
No, no.
Oh.
I mean,
I'd
bat
try
shit's
it.
good for
I'd
growing
try it
some
once.
vegetables and growing some plants. Guano's great.
Yeah.
but I don't want no guano in my coffee.
I'd
Sorry.
try it once just to
Oh,
see
thank
what's
you.
up with it.
I'm sure you would. I mean, you're the type of guy that's probably like, yeah, give me the whole plate of chocolate crickets. I'll try those. Give me the
You never
chocolate.
seen
Sure,
Ace
why
Ventura?
not?
Hey, chocolate crickets are good, bro.
Oh, that tastes like
You never
shit.
seen
Let me
Ace
have some
Ventura?
more.
They're eating that guano out there in Ace Ventura. You know what I'm saying? I'd at least try it
Man.
once. No knock it
Shit.
till you
He,
Yeah,
try
I'll
it.
try it.
he probably won't try a maggot, but I mean, chocolate covered crickets are delicious.
When I eat a maggot,
Well,
there
they
would
ain't
have
got
to
enough
be
tequila coffee for me to try it.
there would have to be money involved for me to eat a maggot. Maggots are pretty disgusting.
It's just
The
extra
only thought
protein, my
is
guy.
like, where are these being farm raised at for them to be chocolate covered? And second, what kind of like diseases or what kind of shit's gonna be on the I know crickets can carry a lot of fucked up shit. So
Dude, I ate a cockroach
What am
from
I
Philly
gonna
one
eat?
night, so it can't get any worse than that.
He survived the nuclear cockroach.
I mean, I had enough alcohol in my system to probably just like
Killed
kill
everything.
anything that was like in the
Jeez.
little bastard. It was, I mean, it was pretty big too. I mean, the pot got up to $50 real quick, and I said, "What? $50? Here, let me grab this one. This one big enough?" You know, just being dumb and idiotic.
You know, now that we're talking about coffee, my mom, she brought me like a grocery bag full of these aluminum foil coffee bags, like the ones you would see at like Speedway or Quick Trip. You know, the ones they crack open and they pour in
Right.
the bin, and then they brew the coffee. So my mom tells me, she's like, Mijo, I was like, are you using some of the coffee yet? I'm like, yeah, it's really good. She's like, why did your sister? She put the whole bag in the tray of the coffee thing, of the filter.
Put like
She poured
30
the
cup in
whole
a 10
bag.
cup.
I was like, man, I'm guessing that coffee was pretty black. She was like, I couldn't even see
It
it
was
turn
tar.
color, even if after I put creamer in it. I'm like,
That was the coffee tar.
That was
that literally was just
that
crack
prison
Shot
coffee right
espresso
there.
there.
I tell you what, them new espresso makers, like, did you get them homemade ones that you could just put coffee in and it makes you a concentrated shot of espresso?
Sounds
I
to me
like
like
'em. I like 'em.
like somebody was
They're
trying to
expensive,
get
but
your
they're
mom
sweet.
like really
Like
going.
the
Hey,
European
man,
ones.
like, really going.
I don't know.
Yeah, the European ones are really cool. They got all the handles.
My
And all
mom's
the,
motor is running at half speed,
it's really
anyways.
cool.
My daughter has one, and
Well,
she
not
made me
after
2
that
shots
cup
of
of coffee.
espresso. When was that? Easter? Whew, I was zipping around that house.
Zinger.
With that
Man, I
Cuban
get the
coffee, you got to be
espresso. I
careful
get the
about.
espresso shots and the Dunkin' coffee. Man, you just got to ask for the turbo shot.
Yeah, well, I don't
They
know.
put it right in there.
It tastes a little bit better being made at home, I guess. I don't know. It just has a better taste. And
So
it
what is your guys'
zinged me.
opinion on coffee versus energy drinks?
Coffee for sure. Energy drinks are so bad for you. Like, I mean, there's so much crap in them. I mean, coffee's at least, just its own entity.
Yeah, I think there's too much in energy drinks. Like,
Mhm.
do we know what's really in them? I mean, coffee is like not necessarily good for you, but it is a plant
that,
of the earth, and you
Do you know
run
what
water
taurine
through it.
is?
That Celsius. That's how you say it, Sally? Celsius drink,
Celsius?
energy
Yeah.
drink. That has
Worse.
3 times the amount of cyanide in it than the human body is supposed to consume.
Nice.
Well, are you talking about that Celsius drink?
Night Aaron.
Damn.
Yeah, it's one of the worst.
I'm glad I
Yes,
don't
sir.
drink that shit.
But Red Bull has taurine in it. Do you know what taurine is?
Good night, Aaron.
Isn't
Thanks
it
for
like
coming
some
out,
nail,
bro.
like
Appreciate
some?
It's not bull jizz, because that's what everyone says it is. It's bull jizz. But it's a chemical extracted from their bull jizz. It's not bull jizz, but it's an actual chemical that's extracted from bull sperm.
It's like
Okay.
What
testosterone.
the fucking tarnation, bro? I'm glad I
It's
don't
like,
drink fucking Red Bull. God damn.
well, it's in a lot of energy drinks. It's in Monster. It's in this, that. If you see taurine, like that's
Nope.
It's in every energy drink, pretty much.
yeah, it's in a lot of them, and
I
it's
drink my
basically
Jarritos
like
and Fanta, bro. That's all I drink.
it's basically like bull adrenals from the jizz.
Nope, I'm good. Oh, I'm gonna go to my coworker tomorrow. But hey, you know what you're drinking? You're drinking Bull Jizz.
It's
Learned
not
that
bull
yesterday.
jizz. It's not bull jizz.
Gurgle that shit.
See, now you're putting words in my mouth.
Oh, he's gonna stop drinking fucking Monster. This man drinks about 2 Monster energy drinks while on shift. I'm like, bro,
Well, Monster Energy drinks has the same amount of cyanide in it, by the way.
he drank 2 of those. I'm like, bro,
I'm just saying.
I drink one of those and I'm like,
I'm running around. getting
Yeah, that
shit done.
stuff gets me hyped. When I used to drink them energy drinks,
isn't-
I'm flying.
I still
No.
drink a Red. I drink at least one Red Bull a day. It's the watermelon though. I drink watermelon.
No, I quit those.
I used to drink Red Bull all the time, but I don't drink anymore. Like maybe once in a while I'll snag one, like every. That shit's so horrible. Imagine
No,
what it's
he
doing to your
drink-
teeth too.
he drinks at least
It'll rot your
2
teeth.
a day. 2 a day he drinks.
You seen what that stuff does to like if you put it on metal, like rust and different shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Yeah, get the fuck out of it.
Since we're kind of off topic
Coca-Cola
here,
does that.
It's
since we're
really
kind
good
of off
shit.
topic here, I got a rant that I ran in today.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Windshield wipers. Have you guys bought windshield wipers in the last year?
Who doesn't?
About a year ago.
Well, okay, so they switched the type of windshield wiper you could buy for cars, and there's like 4 or 5 different clips. And if you go to Walmart, the specific kind for my car, the only ones they carry are the $30 ones. So I go there and buy $30 windshield wipers a piece, so like $64 for windshield wipers.
Right.
Come take them home and like try to install them, and the other clip is off. So you got to pull that clip off. And literally, if you watch the video, it says pull it. Well, it's plastic. Them things are prone to fucking break. So there's $30 right there. You're taking a chance to break this motherfucker because it's flimsy as hell. I get
You
this
know what
new.
solves the solution?
What's that?
Go to your local O'Reilly's or AutoZone. They'll put them bitches on there for you.
Oh, well, no, I don't do that. I do it myself. I do everything myself.
Well, you
Fuck
just
that.
broke it.
But no, I didn't break it. I'm just saying it's prone to break. So I get the bastard on, and I go out there to clip it because it slides and this little button comes up and helps hold it in.
What kind of car do you have?
I have a 2017 Subaru Impreza.
That's
Sport.
why. Subaru.
Well, that comes up later in the story. So I go to Walmart and I go back to the automotive department. And I'm like, your book says these work and they don't. Like, here is the clip from my other windshield wiper. And like, you can see it's not the same. And they're like, yep, we had the same problem yesterday. They said if they give you a problem taking it back, like call back and we'll, tell them they have to return it. So of course you go up to the desk and they're like, they don't want to refund me the money. You know what I mean? I'm like, look, I got to go buy new windshield wipers other places because you guys' book back there said this will work. You told me to buy these and they don't work. I said, I just talked to automotive. They're aware of the problem. Call back there. They said that they'll tell you to refund me. So she did. She has to call back there, call refund me. Go to Pet Boys. No, I went to AutoZone first. No, I went to Advanced Auto.
No, I went to O'Reilly's.
And they said, we're out. We sold our last ones. But your luck, it's a specific type that's usually made for a back windshield, not a front windshield. On the Sport Edition, they did that. Only the Sport Edition. They don't have it. Go to the third part store, which was Pet Boys, and like I was so anal with them guys in that store because I thought this time I'm pissed. You know what I mean? I'm just like,
It sounds to me like you don't have too many mechanical skills there, homie.
oh yes, I do. And but
No,
what are you going to do? What are
It's
you going
called
to do?
you own a Subaru.
It's not
and
right.
And everything on a Subaru, you either have to buy from a specialty place because they're not in stock, like a Chevy or a Ford part or a Dodge part. Trust
Well,
me, I got rid of my Subaru Tribeca for that freaking reason.
I
Just
made that
buying
guy.
windshield wipers is just a
Star
fucking
bits.
nightmare.
You need all star bits, and you need all fucking stupid shit for them. You can't.
Yeah.
So I made that guy in Pep
You go pull out
Boys,
a 10mm socket and expect to get that thing apart because it ain't happening.
Yeah,
right?
I
I
got rid
made
of my
that guy in
Subaru.
Pep Boys switch the tops because I wanted them to see how hard their product is to actually do this. Here, he breaks the first one. So I was like, I'm not paying for that. Like, you know what I mean? So he goes, gets another one. Well, I had to go size 17 because that was the last 16. So I was like, no, I'll take the 17. I don't care. An extra inch don't matter. And it actually did work. And I found a wiper blade that does work, but it's $42 per wiper blade. Per wiper blade.
Again.
$42.
Again.
Is that a dealer part only?
No,
Get
it was at
rid
Pep
of the
Boys.
Subaru.
It was at Pep Boys.
But
Well,
most of
if
the
I
time,
would have known this before I bought a Subaru, I
When
wouldn't have,
did you-
because parts and shit like aren't too bad. And to work on it, like I don't know new cars. I ain't working on this thing. I will take it somewhere to get work on it. If it was if it had a carburetor in pre 1990, I'm good. You know what I mean?
no, most Subarus are a nightmare to work on because either they have their control module, the computer has to stay plugged into a power source. So it's like you
Most
can't
new
just
cars, period, are a pain in
Yeah.
the ass to work on.
you can't just
Nissans
unplug.
are worse. I'll never
You
buy
can't-
another Nissan.
You can't just unplug the battery and work on it. You have to have like a slow trickle on it to keep the computer running, or else
Well,
it erases the
my
code.
My cousin,
Chevrolet.
my cousin works at a
Chevy, baby.
Subaru dealership, so
Chevy.
like once a year, like I take my Subaru down to his dealership and he scans it and tells me what's wrong, and then we take it back to his house and fix it for extremely cheap.
Or just
So-
get a Chevy.
I don't like. I mean, now my problem is with Chevy and Ford both. Like both of them, when you get in them, they're clunky. It seems like you're driving something clunky. Like I don't like the interior in a Chevy, and I don't like the interior in a Ford. My mom's got a
Well,
brand new
you're gonna-
Trailblazer.
Tells me you don't know
like a
how to
Chevy.
back up.
What do you mean? I'll back up. I'll back up my suppose. What you talking about?
You don't like
That
a
just,
Chevy?
that
Get a
just
Dodge.
tells us.
You don't park a truck forward, you park a truck backwards.
Yeah, you park it backwards. You have to parallel park everything in a truck. That's how I learned to drive. I took my driver's test in what was it, a 1972 F350?
Yeah.
Because that's what I was used to driving.
That's the problem. You got a Ford.
You-
fucked
you-
over refurbished
You know
car.
what my first car was that I took my driver's test on?
What's that?
Pontiac Trans Am.
Oh, Trans Am. Hey, I mean, Ford, Chevy. This argument's going to be timeless. I'm a Ford guy. Kiss my ass.
Chevy.
You know?
You like
Take
them
your-
fucked over refurbished Dodges, don't
He
you?
ain't no
Oh, I
Ford
got it.
guys driving a damn Subaru. How you
Well,
a Ford
if I would
guy
get a
driving
truck-
Subi?
If I would get a truck, I would get a Ford. So I mean, just kiss my
Well, they
ass.
make Ford cars.
I'd be probably getting.
I don't
towed.
like Ford cars.
Yeah, like
I mean, the Mustangs are okay. But that's all I would drive is a Mustang.
hey,
I mean, I
like
do
those-
like Festivas. Festivas are cool.
I like
I'm a hater.
Coca-Cola and Pepsi cans too. You know,
Want to
I'll
suit your
stick to
own.
my Chevy.
If we was all the same, there would only be one company
well,
out
I
there,
like
so.
sweet tea and sweet tea with lemons. What's your point?
Yeah, see,
I like a little
I prefer
steel
Ford.
to my body. You know, I like a little steel to my body.
I
will say,
preferred
like,
Ford trucks, the original Henry Ford, mofo. He's the original like car builder.
You know what? I won't.
Hold
I
on,
want
let me
a
look at
Chevy.
you
Vance.
guys'
Looks
mind,
like
though.
Vance.
Want me to blow your mind right now? You know that
I'm just guessing, but it looks
only
like Vance
main-
prefers Indica over Sativa.
I'll blow your mind. Right. The only actually main car factory that is actually producing their own steel and is actually real steel on cars is Hyundai.
Right?
Who was? Say that again. It's who?
Hyundai.
Look
Hyundai.
it up. They got
Hyundai.
Who'd you just say? Say that again, Justin.
Hyundai is the only company. If
The
you
weird
go out
ain't
there, my girl-
Hyundai.
My girl's got a 2023
Hyundai.
Hyundai. If you go punch the side of her car, that door is actually made steel. If you go punch the side of my Chevrolet truck, I'll put a dent in the son of a bitch.
Absolutely. Yeah, these cars are made of shit.
Now,
It
look it
didn't
up.
steel.
Hyundai is the only company that still produces their own steel, their own metal. So, like, actually,
I'm
their
laughing at
cars
the
are
first
not
time he said
easy.
Hyundai though. I'm still chocolate.
Hyundai. Hyundai. Say that again. How'd you say that?
Hyundai, whatever the fuck you want.
No, how'd you say it the first time out?
Oh, he exists.
Hyundai, but yeah, that's what they literally.
I think he said
I didn't know that
Hyundai.
until last year. I learned that last year.
Yeah, Hyundai. That's what he said. Hyundai.
Hyundai.
That's even better.
You guys are killing me right now.
That's our new greeting. Hyundai.
But no, that blew my mind last year. And I looked it up. They're actually the only car manufacturer that's only still producing their steel. And you're getting real deal shit.
That's also one of the things too. Like I don't drive nothing
shit.
newer than a 2010.
I mean, I wouldn't disagree with that. I much rather would have a car from the 70s that got good gas mileage, but that's impossible.
You know what I really want to find? And like this is like an honest to goodness truth. Like I want to find a Chevy square body dually. Like that's the one truck I want to find.
They're out there. You can find it.
Yeah.
There you go, Blakers. Ford first on race day. Yeah. I like it.
Last to finish.
No, we're first.
They'll be getting towed across the line.
No, I got a 2022 Silverado LTZ, and I love my fucking truck. That thing is fucking.
They're nice. I'm not going to sit there and say it's shit because they're nice.
Now, if you have a Ford
I
Ranger,
prefer
then
Ford.
you know.
I got
Ford Rangers
full drive,
are nice
everything.
little
I got the
trucks.
sports package on there, so I can put it in and count myself 0 to 60 down the fucking track on it. I think it's fucking nasty, bro. It is fucking nasty. I love that truck.
I don't have nothing bad to say about them. I just prefer Fords.
I
like my
square
Suburban.
body. My first one was an 88 square body, and I've had all Chevy trucks from now on. I've only had what was a Ford Focus I had, and a Mercury Sable station wagon was my first car. I had a Mercury Sable station wagon in my first car. I think
Nice.
like both, but those are the two Fords, and they both fucking blew up on me and fucking fell apart. But everything else I had from there on out was Chevy trucks, and I've had from 88 to 90s to 2000s. And I love this new truck. This shit that they put in here now in these trucks, man, they fucking light up them tires. You want to talk about lighting it up, they light up the tires.
Dude, I ran a Ford Festiva 3-cylinder for like 10 years, and that mofo would light up the tires anytime you pop that clutch. Them little things ran. Them little 3-cylinder Fords. I mean, I'm not talking fast. He wasn't getting nowhere fast, but I mean, it sounded like he was running fast because that.
Hey, only thing I own is
it ran
Ford
forever.
Ranger. I got a Ranger sitting out there right now. I own a fucking Ford Ranger. Them things will last forever.
Yeah, them 90s
This is what I
Rangers.
want to find right here.
Yeah, them
I got
90s
one
Rangers
sitting on
went.
I got to sit one on the side of the house right now.
Blow me up.
Yep.
This is what I want to find right there.
Bro me up. Hold on, bro me up.
Bro me up, man. Bro me up.
I broed you up, bro.
That's
Those are
what I
nice.
want. The CK30 series. Oh, come on, you stupid fucking light. Got some bitch. Yeah.
Come on.
It's not going to pick up.
Single cab.
No.
Single cab, too. Extended
You
bed,
got
single
You got
cab.
you got too many lights on, man.
But yeah, it's a
Ring
single
light,
cab.
room light, lamp behind you.
I love a single cab. Them things will fucking light up. Talk about
Yo,
doing
why is your
fucking
door
donuts.
opening behind you, Jesus?
What's up?
Why is your door opening behind you?
Oh, that's just my closet door.
Oh, okay.
Kids are sneaking in.
No, they passed the fuck out. They got Mucinex for the night.
Your ghost is opening the door behind you.
Did you put your bid on that?
What?
Did you put your bid down on that?
On the
No,
truck?
no more.
I'm just saying that's just my.
Oh shit! I thought you was on eBay bidding on that shit.
Oh,
Playing
no.
auction god tonight. He's like, no snake auctions. I might as well go to the truck auction.
You gotta find an auction.
You gotta find it somewhere. Gotta get my fix.
No, he needs that
No,
trailer.
but then I
auction.
also found I fell in love with those trucks after one of my neighbors like 15 years ago like drove by my house and then
I like
just,
those
hauling
F100
ass.
short beds.
I was like, oh yes, I want one of those. So I've been on the hunt for one of those.
Those F100s are nice. I mean, if I could pick any truck that I'd get like a mid 70s, so like a 74 to 78, whatever. As long as it had the round headlights, I don't want the square ones. I want the round ones. So that's free 78. One of the crew cabs. I love them old crew cabs. The 4-door, like you don't find them much, but they were 4-door trucks made in the 70s. Dodge makes them too, and they're
Yeah,
nice. But I like the
it's the
Fords.
79 CK. 79 CK trucks.
What you're basically saying is you want a money pit.
No, I want a big ass truck that seats more than 2.
Yeah, they have a crew cab one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just fucking with you, kid. Oh
I know.
You're a Ford guy. I gotta mess with
That's
Hey,
all
you.
good, dude.
I'm a
Hey,
Chevy
for
guy.
15K, I'll take.
We'll fuck with each other all like the rest of our lives on it. Like, fuck you, you piece of shit Chevy, dude. Like, I don't care.
I'll take a Camaro before I take a Mustang. So
Eh? You ain't got to worry about me hot rodding your truck around. I ain't even want to sit in it. I don't even want to get in it.
We've been a little over 2 hours. We can all bullshit backstage if you want. I know it's getting a little late for Chris, and he'd been up late last night. So
Yeah, I had to do schoolwork before I pass out.
Go get your schoolwork done.
Ken,
Hey,
you got anything to say before we roll out of here?
I'm almost done. I'm almost done with my schoolwork.
Support USARK, people. Strength in numbers. We're stronger together.
Yeah, let's get
100%.
some things rolling here. Get some people on the show and offer some things up.
How about you, Jesus? You got anything to say on the way out?
Nah, man, you guys covered it.
You covered it, man.
Covered it, mate.
How about you, Vince?
Yeah, be kind to each other and
there you go.
Puff pass.
And have that passion, of what you're doing. Keep your breeding going and stay strong.
Grind it out.
Yep.
We'll round it up there with you, Justin. What you got to say on our way out, my brother?
My normal, keep your head held high. All those obstacles are just speed bumps in the road. God ain't gonna give you anything that you can't handle. So keep that head held high and keep moving. Keep pushing.
Or just mow them down. One of the two,
Either way, Chin up. That's all I can say. Chin up. Don't let it.
Chin up and mag filled.
Yep. How about you,
got me
Chris,
wanting to
my
sing
man?
Chris Rock.
What you got to say on our way out?
Yeah, let's just try to put some more of those things in motion. Let's see if we can get USARK to get us some literature and get Brassman on and get him working on some stuff. See if we can get some type of spokesperson and let's all do a little bit better and numbers. Get them numbers up.
Yeah, right on.
Yep.
Well, Chris, I thank you for coming on tonight, man. I appreciate it. I know you had a long night last night and up in early this morning, and so I'd like to thank all you guys as always. Justin, you're my brother, you know that. Ken, Vance, Jesus. We be rocking it over here to R.W.O. So, like always, man, if you guys ain't out supporting USARK, I don't know what you're doing. So get up with it. Please support, man, because strength in numbers.
Stop slacking.
If we don't have the numbers, we ain't got the strength. So just keep that in mind.
Start popping some kneecaps,
Yeah.
We just a bunch of gum slapping if we ain't get the numbers.
He's up. Settle down, young blood.
Listen,
that being said, man, I appreciate everybody in chat that came out.
Love y'all.
I thank you guys as always.
Thank you.
Until the next time, y'all stay with it. Keep on the grind.
Keep pushing.
Don't be a dick.